bunch of red meat or shellfish because I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joint.
Hey. Who? Gout. Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot. I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk. Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks. Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit him with a gout walk. Sushi day, I'ma tear it up. Oh shit, here comes another flare up. DoorDash me a little aloe vera, a bowl of penne and a side of marinara. I could introduce you to the gout. Fatty foods every time when I go out. Bitch, I'm too fast, so I pass out. Where the cherry juice at? Need a glass now. Gout. Gotta go and see the doc. Man, it's like a couple blocks. Hold up, another $100 shot. Now I'ma hit him with a walk. Hey, what walk? Gout walk.
Full gout.
Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot.
Young out.
I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk.
Full gout.
Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks.
Young out.
Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit him with a gout walk. Little gin, little door, that shrimp make the gout hot. I can feel it in my toes, let's go, it's the gout walk. Stomach cold, so froze, you know I got the gout rocks. Take a 20-minute break, I'ma hit him with a gout walk.
I am Gothic. I am World of Warcraft. I am Tekken 3.
I'm him. I'm really him.
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't eat shit out of my fucking ass. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my balls. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing it mean. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. Take your fucking ass and eat it. Eat it. Kiwi Farms. I want to mail you a spoon on a daily fucking basis. Phil's a racist, Phil's a sexist, Phil's this, Phil's that. I am who I am. I am fucking based. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing it mean. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. I am who I am. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing it mean.
He's doing it mean.
Cringe.
Oh, he's so
Eat it.
cringe. Hello guys, what's up?
Eat it.
It's me, Big Ups Meerkat Mob. Who? For the music? Of course. Okay. Oh, it's in the playlist. Okay. Thanks, YouTube, I guess. Shoutouts to Diddy Kong Racing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. Like I said, I've been busy. I will continue to be busy, but today I got some time. So we can do a little stream here. So yeah, we got a packed show today. Packed show. The PS Vita, which I don't think he ever played a game for his channel. I don't think he ever launched a game and played it on the channel, which is pretty funny. Let's see. Did he launch a game? Did he launch a game? I don't think he launched a single game. Ever. Ever for this. It's pretty cool. And then if we have time, we got a special video here where he complains about Tobuscus. And then maybe the Wii U one, because it's business related and he does still own it. Maybe more if we got time. But that's the stream for today. What's up, guys? Hello. Play Elden Ring? No. Yeah, I will not be watching him live. I got shit to do today, unfortunately. But I will redirect to Tevin when that happens. Because he's gonna be on YouTube streaming. He's always on Twitch, but now it's a YouTube stream, so I'll redirect you there. Yeah, I hope you enjoy some fucking annoying Elden Ring gameplay. He's gonna suck at it. Maybe not though, because he didn't play it day one because he was busy on his day off. AKA, he needed to wait for guides to show up. He needed to wait for other people to play it so that he has guides to follow. Which is pretty cool. That's my Theo theory. I don't think it's a crazy theory though, but anyways, hello, welcome, big ups, John Miggle, DJ. Yeah, Jump R2, that's haunting you, what's up? I'm sorry, I can't watch him play today. I can't, I got shit to do. Okay. We get the Skyrim music. We'll let it play, why not? Anyways, how about we just get to it? My fellow Elden Ringers, you're gonna enjoy suffering today watching DSP play Elden Ring when it gets to that. And like I said, I'll redirect you there to Tevin's stream when it's time. I will not watch it. I got shit to do. I'm sorry. So this is release day unboxing, February 22nd, 2012. PS Vita Plus games. 12 years ago. Jeez. In his defense, it launched at 9 p.m. I guess. Damn, he loves Duke Nukem. Oh my god, the on live. Unbo Jing. Unbo Jing.
Alright, what is up?
Pretty cool.
Welcome to a very special
Okay, music plug off.
unboxing video because today, February 22nd,
Forgot the audio was terrible on
2012, is
these.
the release day of the PlayStation Vita. And I went to my local GameStop to pick it up. And what we're going to do, we're going to walk through all the stuff here that I picked up for it.
Yeah, that too, in case you missed it. I didn't actually see it, but I saw people saying DSP says that he thinks the DLC for Elden Ring could be his game of the year this year. Which is like, dude, it's not a new game that came out. It's just a DLC.
The system, the games,
Yeah.
the memory card, the trigger grips. We're going to look at it all, unbox it together live. I have not touched any of this, so there's the stickers and everything are still on it. And we're going to take a look at it together. And then what I'm going to do is, hopefully over the next couple of days,
Use this audio,
I'm
man.
going to try out some of these games. Obviously, I can't record that, which is a shame. There's no way to record, you know, direct feed or anything right now from the PS Vita. And obviously putting a camera over my shoulder while I'm trying to play the damn thing isn't going to work. So I will have to give my feedback, like hands-on feedback of how I feel the Vita is as a handheld system once I get a chance after, you know, a day or two of messing around with it. So, first of all, what I would like to say
S's are so
is
sharp.
it was interesting. I walked into GameStop.
Oh, cool. We got a story.
It was about 8 p.m. because today I was busy playing Ashura's Wrath. I had to beat it, and I had to also review it. And so it took me a while to do that, and then I finally got a chance to get over there, and the guy says, wow, finally you're here. You're the last one. I was like, wow, really? He's like, yeah, you got the last Vita here. And
Wow.
I said, wait a minute, really? Like, they're all sold out? He goes, oh, well, I misspoke. No, what I meant to say was, we sold out of the Wi-Fi PS Vitas, the Wi-Fi only
Yes, Vitas.
PS Vitas. We did not sell one of the PS Vitas that has the AT&T 3G. And I said, well, I'm not surprised because let's be completely honest here. In what situation in your life For the common person, the common gamer, are you going to not be within a Wi-Fi hot zone where you can get on the internet, but you can get AT&T reliable satellite internet, and you need to play a game online immediately? You know what I mean? I can see, all right, I'm at the mall. Well, the malls...
Isn't that if you don't have Wi-Fi?
The bookstores do, coffee shops do. If you're any kind of a business or residential place, there's going to be internet. Obviously, at your own house, there's going to be internet because everyone has a wireless router now, so that's not a problem. So what situations exactly did Sony imagine people were going to need 3G internet to play games over a cellular connection, basically? It stumps me.
I don't know, dude.
It just stumps me that they think that that's going to be wanted by any gamer. And the only situation I can even think of is driving. Let's say you're driving on the highway. So, all right, we're on a road trip, and I want to play Wipeout online against people, you know?
Well, yeah.
Well, guess what?
It's for if you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, you could have Wi-Fi anywhere, or internet access everywhere you go.
When you're on the highway, that internet isn't reliable. The internet is intermittent. It goes in and out. And I know because I have a cell phone, and I also used to have a Verizon satellite data plan. I had
using your cell phone while driving?
Put in a laptop. It's intermittent. It's not consistent, and it's not reliable. So who the fuck in their right mind would pay for this data plan? In addition to that, that model of the PS Vita is $50 extra on top of the base model here. So it's $300 instead of $250, and in addition to that, you have to pay for an AT&T data plan. In addition to that, it's not even like a flat rate pay, you know, pay $30 a month and you get unlimited data. It's limited data. So I think one of the data plans they actually offer is like 4 gigs a month. Wait a minute, 4 gigs? A regular game's bigger than 4 gigs. So what fucking person in their right mind would get that plan? I have no idea. And that's what the guy at the store said at GameStop. He says, yeah, not one person reserved that one.
He didn't say, what? He didn't say any of that. Hold on.
Gigs? A regular game's bigger than 4 gigs. So what fucking person in their right mind would get that plan? I have no idea. And that's what the guy at the store said at GameStop. He says, yeah.
That's what the guy at the store said, except he didn't say any of that.
Not one person reserved that one. Not one person bought that one. And they're probably going to fucking sit on their shelves until the next model of the Vita because no one wants it. It's a complete waste.
He didn't say any of that, dude. What? What are you talking about? Grazing Poro with the 10 gifted.
I am Gothic. I am World of Warcraft. I am Tekken 3.
That's you, dude. Legend. Thank you. 10 of you. Enjoy, guys. That's really awesome. Thank you so much, Grazing.
So anyway, I digress. I just
digress. I digress. I just lied about what this random stranger said at the store. I digress.
I should mention that because it's so funny that Sony always seems to think that they know what the consumer...
Also, you probably wouldn't download games off of the 3G internet. You would download them when you have Wi-Fi.
Consumer wants.
You would just play online when you don't have Wi-Fi. That's what it would be useful for.
And then they just...
Also, I don't think games were that big on the Vita.
Don't know anything.
They weren't bigger than like 4 gigabytes.
When they announced in the press conference for the PS Vita that it was going to have a partnership with AT&T for the internet, everyone groaned.
I never had a Vita.
Oh my god.
What? Hold on.
When they announced in the press conference for the PS Vita that it was going to have a partnership with AT&T for the internet, everyone groaned. An audible, oh my god, I can't believe it, went through the room. Sony is stupid in that regard. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the games here that I purchased, okay?
Chitko,
we're
what's
going
up?
to open them up. So let me grab my knife here quickly and I'll pop them open. But I actually...
I don't know, DSP's shitting on the Vita already.
I'm planning on getting about 2 games for the Vita, okay?
What?
And then...
Then why'd you buy it?
I found out that everywhere, I'm not even talking like just GameStop, everywhere is running this certain promotion. There's like 5...
So far, he said that he's only planning to play 2 games for it, and then he complained at the beginning that he can't record himself playing it. Camera over the shoulder is too hard to do. So then why'd you buy it? Why did you buy this thing if you had no use for it?
Selected games, or 5 or 6 I believe it is, and if you buy 2 of them, you get another one for free, okay? And...
I don't know.
The games...
He got 100,000 views, I guess. That's why he bought it.
Which is the game that everyone seems they're going to get for the Vita. So, I said, you know what? It's worth it.
Yeah, the audio is terrible. I'm sorry. I can't boost it. I can't do anything to it.
More, another
now.
one free. It makes sense. So
Nothing I can do.
Uncharted was the #1 game I wanted. Okay?
It's really
I knew,
bad.
out of all the games, Uncharted Golden Abyss, it's a no-brainer. Uncharted is a Sony-only IP. Traditionally, the games are good. And I said, I'm going to get that. Although it's kind of funny because, as you'll see,
traditionally,
it's made by Ben Studio, not by Naughty Dog. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as we look at the game, okay?
Ben Studio hater?
But yeah, I also wanted to get... I was either going to get... it was between two games in my head. It was either going to be Wipeout 2048, or it was going to be Dungeon Hunter...
Wipeout 1651.
What's it called? Dungeon Hunter Alliance. Because I know Wipeout's a decent, racing game. I actually had read a review for Dungeon Hunter Alliance. They said it was a decent RPG. It's not anything amazing, but it's a decent game. And I said, you know what? Those are the kinds of games, if I'm here at night, after a long day of playing games, and I want to relax, that I could sit down on my couch and jump into Wipeout or jump into Dungeon Hunter and grind for a little bit, you know what I mean? And I said, all right, so I'm going to get one of those. And then, come to find out...
Okay, what happened? They don't sell it? Okay.
That, if you get 2 games, you get 1 free. And I said, well, I might as well get it then. So what I did, as you'll see as we go through these...
Oh, sweet. You got a deal.
I bought Uncharted, and I bought Wipeout 2048, and I ended up getting Mod Ration Nacers. I just said Mod Ration Nacers, didn't I?
Okay.
I ended up getting Mod Nation Racers completely for free, so $30 for free. That's pretty neat on a launch day of a console.
I wonder if
That
he
is a
ever
nice
played
thing.
that.
But what that tells me is that Sony is not at all confident in the launch of the PS Vita, which is pretty funny, that already they're saying, all right, we got to sell a game for free to try to get people to move these units. So that's the deal. So I got 4 games for the price of 3, which is pretty sweet in my opinion. So taking a look.
I don't get it though. You said you were okay. I don't know.
Abyss, which is only single.
Like I get the idea. Okay, I bought a new thing. I'm gonna get a game for free. But you said you were only interested in 2 games. Why didn't you just buy the 2 games then? Why did you buy 4 or 3 for the price of? No, 4 for the price of 3.
There's no multiplayer for this one, but like I said, this one's actually...
And again, just a reminder, he never played this for his channel. He never ever played this. And I skimmed through these videos. He didn't even launch a video game in any video. He didn't even launch a game.
Developed by Ben
So what was
Studio,
even the point
not
of
by
this?
Naughty Dog, which could be interesting. And I'm wondering...
He just
You
got
know,
it to
that-
like shit
from
on
what-
it and talk badly about
I'm
it.
hearing it's not as good as the Naughty Dog Uncharted,
See?
but it's
He
all
hates
right.
it.
So I'm still interested in seeing it. It looks like there are some options to touch, tap, or steer with the PS Vita rather than just use standard controls. So Uncharted Golden Abyss, and this is interesting.
Holy
it's a
fuck.
tiny little
There's
memory
nothing
card.
in this
Does this
box.
look familiar to anyone?
It's like the Switch.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Nintendo DS and the Nintendo 3DS have been using these for how long?
Okay.
So Sony has abandoned their UMD format and said, wow, we were fucking stupid for doing that on the PSP. We're just
UMD
gonna
hater.
do the standard memory cards everyone else does. Dungeon Hunter Alliance, which it says you can actually do 1 to 4 players locally, and then online you can actually play 2 to 4 players. So I might join other people's games and jump on and see if anyone wants to play it with me. There's the game right there. Okay, that's actually from Ubisoft. So that one I have a little bit of confidence in. Gameloft and Ubisoft.
What? Damn.
Mod Nation Racers, which a lot of
Having
people got
confidence
on
in Ubisoft.
the
Apparently.
PlayStation 3. Well, I have it on the Vita.
I guess it is
And,
2012. To be fair.
just you can play online. Can you? No, wait a minute. Now this I didn't know. Can you? No, wait a minute. Now this I didn't know. There's no online play. It's only ad hoc, which means people locally in your room, or you can cross-platform over to the PS3, but it doesn't mention there's any online play. So there was no online play for Mod Nation Racers. That's fucking worthless.
Okay.
So I'm glad I got it for free. Anyway.
Why is it worthless?
2048.
Alright.
Everyone knows Wipeout. Now this is cool because this one you can cross-platform over to the PS3. Now what that means, just so everyone knows, What the cross-platform feature is
Apparently, Master
that
Beef.
if you already
He might
own
have.
the game for PS3, so if you already have Mod Nation Racers on PS3, and then you buy the game for the PS Vita, so you're basically buying the game twice. If you're playing the game on your PS3, you can suspend the game and load that file wirelessly to your Vita, and then when you say, oh, I'm on the go, so you get in the car.
Did you have to
someone's
own
driving,
both?
Obviously, you're not driving and playing at the same time, but you can play the game, continue the game from where you left off on the PS3 on your Vita. It does not mean that you can buy the game only for the Vita and then try to play it on your TV. Okay? And I think a lot of people had that misconception. They thought that you could just buy, oh, I could play this on my PS3. No, you can't. You actually need to own the game already on the PS3, and then you can play it on your TV. So that's a misconception that people need to learn from. But there it is, Wipeout. And of course, that does have online play up to 8 players. But the thing
You get the Vita version for free when you buy the PS3. That's what I
I
thought.
found funny, it has an online pass activation code. So even
I remember fucking
even on PS
Little Big
Vita
Planet
on launch day,
stuff back in the day. Like, I would always get the Vita versions of
people buying
things.
used games. Oh, son
Even though I didn't even have a Vita. They just gave it to
of
you.
a bitch. Did you see that? Launch day, they're caring about people buying used games. Oh, son of a bitch. Did you see that? They're caring about people buying used games and making people enter annoying ass fucking codes, okay? And this really pisses
Why
me
is he
off,
so
okay?
negative
The
towards
PS
this
Vita.
already?
Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this, because if you didn't know about
I don't get it. Why did he hates this thing so much? He's been nothing but negative this entire time, just shitting on everything. Why did you buy this?
this, you're gonna flip out.
This is like he got like what is this, a case? He got a case for it. He got the memory card. He got games. He got the thing itself.
Okay.
Why'd you buy so much crap for this?
The PS Vita does not come with a memory card, okay? It does not. And that's okay, because you know what? Don't mind me while I clean up behind here while I'm talking. Because you know what?
What is editing?
A lot of these,
I
the
don't know.
systems don't come with added
he's a
memory storage
consumer.
or anything like that. You have to buy a memory card for it if you want to store stuff. It was the same on the PSP, although you could buy bundles with the PSP that came with the memory cards, okay? But it was optional. You know, oh, I'm going to download a game today. I need to get a memory card or whatever. Guess what?
Wrong.
The PlayStation Vita has no internal memory whatsoever that can be stored, except for obviously the software that's already stored on there.
Okay.
You cannot save a game. You cannot save a game in any of these games that I purchased onto your PS Vita.
Damn.
You need to
Is that true?
buy the PS Vita proprietary Sony memory card in order to save your game on any game on the
Someone says wrong.
I had to do it to them snipers.
Jay Wessow, dude, thank you so much for the 5 man.
DSP always buys the same game twice.
Yeah.
Example
Street Fighter.
SF6.
Yeah.
Also, did you see that Beyond Good and Evil comes out on the 25th? Wonder if DSPN will report that. Thoughtful face.
Probably not. I don't think he actually cares. Plus, he's married now, so he can't talk about her. But yeah, I don't know. Thank you so much, dude. But yeah, I don't think he'll talk about that. And yeah, Street Fighter 6. There's other examples. I just can't think of any right now.
Now wait a minute.
I'll think about it.
I have a Sony camera. The camera I'm recording with right now is a Sony. In fact, I can show you right now.
Do I play any fighting games? No, not really.
That I own probably 4
I tried.
of these Sony memory stick duos. I just bought one recently. Why the fuck did Sony
Oh yeah, the Street Fighter 2 collection shit? Yeah, you bought that multiple
not
times.
let me use this with my PS Vita? No, they made me buy a new memory card, a new one, to use with the PS Vita. You wanna know why? Because they're fucking greedy, money-grubbing pieces of shit. Some fucking asshole during the development said, we can make more money on this thing. Let's just make it a new memory card that no one has. Let's fuck the consumer. Let's just fuck them. Because that way, on launch, they can't even buy that memory card from anywhere else for cheaper, because they fully well know. Sony memory cards like this one that are common for cameras, you can get a generic one, you can get them online for super cheap. It's not necessarily Sony you're going to buy this from, and so they don't make the money. So what did they say? Fuck the customer, we don't care, let's make a proprietary memory card so that everyone has to buy a new memory card on launch. So I ended up getting an 8 gigabyte.
That's a great point, Suburban High. It was to combat piracy, which was huge with the PSP. Yeah, I hacked my PSP back then.
Sony.
So that's a great point. It was to combat piracy.
PS Vita memory card for $30.
It sucked, sure, but I mean, you know,
Sony's
trying to protect their business.
Fucking greedy.
They're fucking greedy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. This is so strange to me. Why the fuck did you buy this? Reminder for the 3rd time now. He never played anything on this for the channel. He never booted a game. Why did you buy this just to complain about it? You could have complained about it without wasting all this money.
Now, of course, keep in mind.
And also, this is a business expense, right? You said so in your bankruptcy. What? You got this? This is tax deductible.
Keep in mind.
Correct.
That.
Okay.
A game, if you're going to download a game for this thing, it's probably a couple gigs. In fact, it even says I got the 8 gigabyte memory card, okay, which is, there's only, I believe there's several different sizes, but the GameStop said, yeah, we don't have the big ones. The only memory cards that they had were the 4 gig and the 8 gig. That's all they had. They didn't even have, like they said, they didn't even ship us the 32 gig, which, by the way, the 32 gig memory card is $99.99.
Holy
so I got the
fuck,
biggest
dude.
memory card they had available, but it even says on the back.
Okay.
The most games you'll be able to fit on here are 2 to 4. Why? Because most games are several gigs in size that you download off of PlayStation Network.
This thing
and in
sucks.
fact, since you're going to be
I remember memory cards back then.
saving
Holy
your games
shit,
with
man.
these, keep in mind, these are going to take up space too. It even says on the back of each one.
I remember I had a camera or something.
That one's only a megabyte, so that's not bad.
I had to buy storage for it, a little memory card.
Uncharted needs 64 megabytes.
It's like $50,
you know,
Canadian
this
for
one
like
needs 8 megabytes.
8
so
gigs. I was like, what the
you're probably
fuck?
going to have a gig of data on your memory card that's going to be filled up just from game saves, and so now you've only got a 7 gig memory card. So what the fuck, Sony? You guys are fucking pricks, okay?
Pricks.
So now let's get to the meat of it. Let's actually take a look at the packaging, the PS Vita, okay?
I remember I wanted one of
Flat,
these
basic.
so bad.
What does it come with? It comes with the system, a USB cable, I'm assuming that's to charge it, possibly, an AC adapter with the AC power cord, and printed materials. Excellent. I actually wanted to get a case for it, but they didn't have any. They didn't have any good cases to put the damn thing in. They did have this, which we'll get to, and I'm going to actually put it on there and see how it fits on there.
They didn't have cases except the case that I bought.
To put the damn thing in, so...
Oh no, he has grips.
I didn't get able to get a case for my Vita. All they had was like one of those big wallet-style things, which I didn't want a wallet. You know, I'm fine with just putting my games over on my storage rack. Alright, so trying to get the...
Games that he never played, by the way.
Trying to get the sticker off so that I can open the damn thing. It's not so easy. In fact, I accidentally cut the tab.
Okay,
That's
Bruno.
good. Okay. So I got it open. Would you fucking open? Long live play. Okay.
Okay.
On the back, we've got, what is this? AR play cards. Bring the world into play.
Oh shit, it's like the 3DS.
Let me think about this for a second. What other handheld system has
oh my god.
AR features? I wonder if Sony blatantly copied off of someone else. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Of course, an ad for the PlayStation Protection Plan.
Nintendo has a copyright on AR cards.
You know, within a year, there's going to be another model out.
BB11, thank you so much.
I'm Neil.
That's you. Thank you for 8 months. Holy shit, time flies.
Anyway, and you're probably going to want that one. So here's your AR cards. Oh, what the fuck these are actually going to do when you scan them into it? I guess we're going to find out eventually.
That's the point. You got to scan them.
Those. I'll toss those back into the bag. Okay. What else do we got here? Let's open this guy.
This guy.
Okay, here we've got the AC power adapter, it looks like. Okay. Here's your power cable. Here's your USB cable that goes from the Vita into
How are you
this
out
guy.
of breath?
So I'm probably going to hook this up right away and get it charging so that I can play it tonight. I actually want to try out some of these games. I probably won't try all of them. Maybe I'll jump into Uncharted. Maybe I'll try the
Wait, what?
RPG, because that seems
So he tried it off camera, and he never recorded any of it.
interesting.
For some reason.
But quick start guide right on top. Guide de mise en route right under there.
Okay.
And now here it is. The console itself.
Dude, why is he
PS
breathing
Vita.
so hard?
There's nothing else in there. Now there's like a safety guide. Nicely wrapped in some protective wrapping. Let's open it. Oh, shit! No, I'm kidding. That'd be fucked up if I dropped and broke it before I can get it out of the packaging, huh? Okay, so.
Tandem cross, big ups, dude.
Let's take a look at this bad boy. Here's our PS Vita.
Wow. There it is.
D-pad, dual thumbsticks. Ooh, here's an interesting thing. The thumbsticks do not click in. There is no L3 and R3 button on here like there is on a PS3. Your 4 standard face buttons. There's your PS button, your select and start buttons. Shoulder buttons. Okay. On the bottom, we've got, there's your connection to charge it. There's your headphone jack. And it looks like there may be an expansion port of some sort right here.
What? Expansion
Oh,
port?
no, that's where you put your memory card in. Okay. Neat.
Okay, what did he think it was? You plug a controller in here.
On the top, we've got your power button. There's your L and R buttons. It says PS Vita. That's probably where you put the games. That's where you put your games in. This is not labeled at all. That is some weird expansion port. And they don't have anything for it right now, so I'm assuming that's an expansion port for later on. That could possibly be the port where they're going to do video out if they ever have a cable that they sell for this thing to attach it to your TV.
Ew.
That'd be my guess. Okay.
Don't show me your
Then we've
busted
got
finger.
your volume buttons up and down. We've got your camera, and unlike the Nintendo 3DS, only one camera on the PS Vita. It's not,
Hey,
not
the
3D
dong.
capability. Okay. But and then this is interesting. You've got all around the back of the Vita is like just a standard kind of plastic, and you actually have two grips here. So when you play it like this, your fingers are going to stay in the grips on the back. I like that because
The grips.
the 3DS actually is this glossy. See how here the back is glossy? The entire 3DS is glossy like that. And so your hands, after playing it for a little while, they get sweaty or greasy, you know, just the natural oils
Hey, Nerd
from
Brew.
your hands get on it and it gets nasty. This seems like, at least if I'm playing it like this, that it shouldn't do
One thing that I always find funny about this dude is that every time he reviewed a controller or some sort of handheld device, something that required his hands, he would always mention about how his grease would like shred the controller. It's kind of insane how many like controllers this guy went through or goes through, continues to go through, because of how many things this dude breaks. I'm looking for one specific one. He reviews like a Razer controller or something. And he literally shreds the thumbstick because of how greasy his fingers are. And his hands. Yeah, the Razer Onza. This
it's
thing.
not like a standard
He shredded this fucking thumbstick.
Xbox 360 controller. Let me show you what I mean. Standard Xbox 360 controller is just plain plastic. It can get greasy after using it for extended periods of time.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I've ever in my entire life had a greasy ass fucking controller.
This controller has a coating on it that is a special coating that's like an anti-stick coating. Now, it's not perfect. If you are playing it for extended periods of time, you probably will still have, you know, a little bit of sweaty greasiness to it. But it is a nice feature. It has this nice Razer design.
I have not mute.
You got your
No.
start and your back buttons. Your D-pad is actually 4 triangular.
It looks like he chewed it.
Buttons, as you can see there. Okay. Your face buttons are actually, I have to say, probably the best feature that I liked about this controller were the face buttons. Because take a listen.
Well, we might go through his controller stuff if we have time. Because the way he shreds through controllers, even today, he still breaks his controllers all the time. And I don't understand how one person goes through so many controllers.
Yeah. So that is an added, I would have to say that is probably an added plus, where if I'm playing Uncharted, you know, alright, so I'm shooting, whatever, blah, 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 my fingers are laying on those pads that are not the glossy material. So that's pretty neat. Now I'm just curious, for the first time I turn this on, will it turn on? Oh, and by the way, one thing I do want to I do want to show you, or at least mention, unlike the PSP, but just like the Nintendo 3DS, you cannot remove the battery from your PS Vita. So it's not replaceable, it's not removable. If you need to get a new battery for whatever reason, you're going to have to send it in for service or get to someone who knows how to do it. it's not something that the consumer can release, okay?
Oh,
okay, so
mama.
not something that the consumer can release, okay? Okay, so let's turn it on. The consumer can release, okay?
Get that
Okay, so let's turn it on. Let's press power. Okay, well, guess what?
He
There's
bricked it.
no initial charge in the battery of the P. Oh, wait a minute, I lied because now it's turning on. Look at that. It made a liar of me. God damn you, Sony. You fuckers.
You
They
kind of
did
do that on
on
your
purpose.
own?
They said, let's put a several seconds delay so that when Phil tries to turn on his Vita, he looks like an idiot. So it's turning on.
Yeah, they trolled you specifically.
Sorry, I'm trying to not give you so much glare here, but... Ooh, what's this? What it wants me to do this.
Oh, it's like a gimmick, dude.
Ooh. Up the volume here. Is that maximum? That's maximum? Oh my god, I can barely hear it. Great, okay. English, United States. Next. And as you can see, it does have a full touch screen. Eastern Standard Time, yes, that's where I am.
As opposed to a half-touch screen, like the
screen
DS.
is actually huge. I didn't think it was that big. This is a very large screen. I'm liking that. Alright, today's date. Today is February...
I really wish handhelds would go back to, like, this size. Pocket-sized handhelds.
Okay.
I wish that was back.
February 22nd,
Could you imagine if the Switch 2
2012.
can fold in your pocket or
The
something?
time when I'm making this
That'd be
video is
sick.
currently 9:32.
It isn't really pocket-sized. It kind of
Yeah.
is. Kind of is. It's not like a Steam Deck.
Do you have a PlayStation Network account? I do, but I don't know if I want to do this step right now. I'm gonna say no, I don't, and I'm gonna see if it lets me skip this step.
Why? What's even the point?
Fuck. It doesn't let me. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can sign into PlayStation Network off camera here.
Tiny handhelds will have a comeback? I hope so.
Here we go. Gotta connect to my router.
I miss the Game Boy Advanced. And the DS. Even the PSP. Playing that shit.
Give me 1 second. Oh, come on. They gotta pull this shit off.
What's happening,
I need the
DSP? I
password
can't
for my
see
router, but I don't know if I can get it quickly enough here.
You
because
can't
they
edit
want
the
me to
video.
input the actual password, the hexadecimal bullshit password, which I'm trying to remember. How do you go home on a router? What the hell's the web address that you use? This is so annoying.
Can't you just automate it? Can't you just... Okay. I don't know.
Give me 1 second. I might be able to get into it, but I'm not positive.
Oh my god. Dude, it's just a Wi-Fi. Like, did he not know they were gonna ask for Wi-Fi? How did you not know that?
Let me see. Security.
Did I ever have a PSP Go? No, I didn't. I actually didn't know what that was.
Okay, here's...
Like,
alright,
I was confused. I was a confused consumer.
Give me 1 second here.
I was
got
like,
the password.
PSP
Don't worry, I
Go?
got time on this video.
Is that just like a PSP?
No, but...
I already have a
Oh,
PSP.
annoying.
Zah.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it was
To get this
confusing to me.
password in there. Sorry, everyone.
Dude, you couldn't edit this out? Oh, come on.
Let's see if it works. It's trying. Sorry.
Sorry.
Software already. Look, a software update is required. It's launch day, and they have a software update. So let's hit OK.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
Dude, I love in current day when he tells us that you couldn't hear him snort back then.
Okay.
And then he releases videos like this.
And they have a software update. So let's hit OK.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh, they need me to update the software first. It actually gives me this warning. You need to update the software first, then log into PSN. You can't log into PSN without using that yet. All right.
What?
Oh my god, this is stupid.
Why is he not showing this? Why are we just staring? Okay.
How do I update the trial software?
Huh?
There's no software that came with it. This doesn't even make sense. So check this out. And this is live. Like, I'm not fucking with you. So, here, I'm going to show you. Do you want to use your account, your already existing PlayStation Network account, on your PS Vita? Yes, use it. Next.
Yeah. Next, let's see.
A system software update is required. Update the system software and then link your account with the PlayStation Vita system.
Okay.
How? I need to connect to the internet.
Finish
first.
the setup. Finish
So
the
how do I
setup.
get the software update? You hit OK, and it goes back a step.
So
you
click
say,
do
"All right,
not
fine, then
use."
don't use my existing
Yeah.
PlayStation
Try
Vita
that.
system. Next. Now it wants to create a trial account
Yeah.
for PlayStation Network. So now I have to go jump through hoops in order to set up a trial account on the PlayStation Network because these dumb motherfuckers
Oh my God.
can't figure out how to get update software into their system. Why can't I just sign into PlayStation Network and get the update? Why? Why? Why?
Stop.
All right, so I created a
please.
dummy account, and
It's not a dummy account. It's like an offline account.
So let's see. Here's
Why
our
is he
intro
so
video.
confused
It's
by
running for
this?
us. Ooh. Touchscreen menu. They're showing you. Ooh.
Dude, I hear you snorting still.
Alright, fuck this. I can't skip it. You have to watch this video. I can't skip it. Assholes. Well, the joke's on them because I can only make 30-minute long videos with this camera and I'm about out of time.
What? Why is the joke on them? What does that mean? Oh no, Phil couldn't make a 31-minute
fuck,
video.
Go to the menu.
Okay, cool. What is this thing?
Finally. Okay.
It looks like an Android, fucking 2012 Android layout.
This is the home screen. No
Like
shit.
the top bar.
Alright, so now what I need to figure out is how do I get a system update into this thing? Probably settings.
Yeah, no shit, dumbass.
What the fuck? Go out of here. System update.
Wow, was that
Update
so
using
difficult?
Wi-Fi.
This is what he was complaining about. All you had to do was log into the thing and then... Alright.
New version is available. Alright.
Alright. Sniper bait. Holy shit, sniper bait. With 10 gifted bombs, dude.
Fall guy.
As baller as possible. Hey, babe.
Let's go.
I am Tekken 3.
Thank you, sniper bait.
I cannot
You
show
are
the
Tekken
PS
3.
Store or whatever. I was going to show you that in this first video because it's taking so long. But now at least everyone knows on launch day in the United States, you're going to have to install a software update. And as you can see, this is how you do it. You have to not log in with your account. Photos can now record video, and maps has been added to the home screen. That's what the fucking system update is.
It's a pretty cool update.
So anyway, I will be farting around with this over the next day or two, and then I will be talking to everyone about it, letting you know what I think about it as a system, and hopefully the feedback will let people decide whether or not they want to use it or get this for themselves. So that's it for the unboxing of the PS Vita. Sorry, I wanted to do a little bit more with this, but unfortunately, a little snafu there with a system update, which figures. But that's it for now. More on it later in the week. Thanks.
Wow. Wow. So I actually am looking into this behind the scenes. He only had 3 Vita videos. One of them was him talking in front of the camera holding up a game box video. And then one of them was the one we just saw. And then the other one was a first impression video. Those are the only Vita things that he ever did. Ever in his entire history. Why did he buy this thing again? I don't know.
Hello everyone, Darkside Phil here, and this is a video a lot of people have been waiting for me to make. This is going to be my PS Vita day 2, I guess it's technically day 3 of having it, but my week 1 impressions, okay? It is currently Friday, February 24th. I purchased my
I'm so shocked we didn't get a video of him installing these grips. That was something he should have milked. Why didn't he?
My PS Vita on the 4th. I purchased my PS Vita on Wednesday, on release day in the United States. And I've now had hands-on experience with this system for two nights. I've been playing through a couple games. Just to show you the games that I bought, and unfortunately I've not had a chance to play them all, okay? Dungeon Hunter Alliance, Uncharted Golden Abyss, Wipeout 2048, and Mod Nation Racers. I'm going to be completely honest, I have not gotten to play the 2 racing games yet, which is unfortunate, but I will get to them eventually. So I've been spending most of my time with Dungeon Hunter Alliance and Uncharted Golden Abyss. And so what I'd like to do is, from playing this several hours, okay, because I've been grinding a little bit in Dungeon Hunter Alliance, and I got to maybe like Chapter 4 in Uncharted Golden Abyss.
So it kind of seems to me this is back when he still maybe enjoyed video games. Because he bought it to actually play it, like, for himself. It kind of seems like that's why he bought it.
I like to describe my experiences with the system. I'd like to tell you what I think my positives are, what the negatives are, and overall, what I'm thinking about the system so far, okay? And so, the first thing I want to show everyone is something I did not get to show you if you watched my unboxing video on Wednesday, was this. This is the PS Vita thumb grips, I guess they're called, and what it is it turns your PS Vita system more into like a standard console controller, and I have been using this for the gameplay, and I can say that it works perfectly fine. In fact, it's nice because, as I said in my unboxing video, it's a little bit annoying with these systems that they make them all this shiny, this shiny material, because you get fingerprints and stuff all over, and it's also slippery. It gets greasy after a while.
Greasy.
And on the back of the Vita, they actually purposely gave you these
Holy shit, he's slimed on this thing.
Purposely for that.
Bro, this thing's so slimy already.
Too slippery. Well, this is not that kind of material. This is that almost rubbery.
It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days, and he's slimed all over this thing.
Kind of plastic that it's easier to hold onto. So that's why I've been using this, and I really, in my opinion, I think this is a great accessory to have. It was $18 at GameStop, and it really helps for
That's a lot of money.
The holding of the Vita. But what I'd like to say, first of all, right off the bat, and it was the first thing you saw in my unboxing video, it's the first thing I mentioned, and it's probably the first thing that everyone mentions, is when you turn the thing on, look at this, the screen, okay? I actually have a game going right now, which I'm probably going to close off here, okay? But the screen of the PS
why show
Vita
us the game, right?
Huge, okay? Compared to any other handheld, this is like twice the size of the Nintendo 3DS, even though, keep in mind, the Nintendo 3DS is technically like this, with 2 screens, but it's a ginormous, beautiful OLED screen, and I really think it's one of the greatest assets of the PS Vita is the screen, the beautiful graphics of the screen. As I can show you here we are in Dungeon Hunter Alliance, and look at how pretty it is. And I know there's a little bit of glare, there's nothing I can do about that, but the graphics are gorgeous. Like, it looks like you're playing on a PS3 almost, and the frame rate in a lot of places is, like right now, this is almost full 60 frames per second, which you can't tell, of course, in a YouTube video, but really smooth, really impressive. Uncharted looks great on here as well. It's just, they look gorgeous.
This is so loud, dude.
Definitely one of the best things about the Vita is the size of the screen and the graphics. I think that both of those are outstanding, okay? Another thing I really like about the Vita is the controls, because right off the bat they said, we're not going to be silly, we're not going to do some kind of ridiculous you know, first wave of the Vita that has a weird thing. We're going to go right off the bat.
What?
Dual thumbsticks,
Oh.
D-pad, your 4 buttons, and your 2 shoulder buttons, which is the standard control scheme for games since, like, the PlayStation 1 came out. And how long ago was that? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So right
There's
off the
usually
bat, there,
4
no
shoulder
nonsense.
buttons, but
we're going to give you a standard
yeah.
control scheme that you can play and you're going to be
Or
used to.
triggers, I guess.
And I have to say, for games like Uncharted, for the Dungeon Hunter that I've been playing, the controls are pretty good, okay, for a handheld system. It feels like you're playing a home console when you play the PS Vita, as opposed to...
Has he ever touched this thing since? No, he barely touched it, like, back then. Like I mentioned, there's only 3 Vita things. And only 2 of them actually show the Vita.
Other handheld systems, like the Nintendo 3DS, you feel like you're playing something else. It doesn't have the control scheme of a standard controller, but the Vita does.
And he spent the first video just shitting on it. He hated the games, he hated the Vita, he hated the setup, he hated the memory card, but yet he bought all of it for some reason.
That's a major positive for me, okay? The wireless connectivity is perfect. It works everywhere in my condo. And I was able to, if you saw my unboxing video, after a little snafu there, because here's what happened on launch day, the PS Vita already needed a patch, okay? And
yeah,
so, unfortunately, I had to go on. I'm trying to stand it up here, and it's not letting me. No, I don't want to do Wipeout, you stupid
It's
thing.
not letting me.
Maybe I
It's
can
saying
stack some
no.
games behind it, and that'll work. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
So, on launch day, the damn thing already needed an update patch. And so, it was a little frustrating because I hadn't synced it to my wireless network yet. And I was like, damn, how am I going to get this update patch? So, what I had to do, I had to create
This was
a
in the
trial
video.
PlayStation Network account. Then I had to connect this to my router, which is based off the security features of your own router.
Okay.
Then I had to go onto their online service, which allowed you through the system settings to automatically update it.
How is this a
Then
complaint?
I was able to log into PlayStation Network. But let me put it this way: once I was able to do that, it's very cool to be able to just easily jump onto the PlayStation Network from here, as I'll show you if I can not do that.
I can't believe he complained about it again. He just, whatever.
That's not what I
don't
did.
care.
PS Store. You jump right into the store, start,
This thing had
and right here you're
Netflix?
going to see a menu. You can buy games, you can get PS Vita games, you can get PlayStation Portable games, which is great because there were a lot of good games for PlayStation Portable, and the thing kind of went obsolete pretty quickly, and so people got
What?
frustrated.
PSP went obsolete
It's kind
pretty
of funny, some of the
quickly?
games that are retail releases, you can actually buy right now and just download. You don't even have to go
What?
back to the store to buy them. So, for example, PS Vita games, right? Anything with a price, you can download over PlayStation Network. You don't even need to go to the store and buy a disc, or not a disc, I'm sorry, the memory card for it. So Army Corps of Hell, Ben 10,
Digital is
Dynasty
so cool.
Warriors, which I might actually get Dynasty Warriors next. Escape Plan, F1 2011, Michael Jackson's The Experience, Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, Plants vs. Zombies. There are 3 free games on PlayStation Network if you don't know that. Cliff Diving, Fireworks, and Table Soccer. I'm sure they're horrible, but they're free.
It's a pretty weird assumption.
Shinobido 2. What the fuck is Shinobido 2? I hit it by accident. And a couple other things. So there are
Marvel
games that you
vs.
don't have to
Cam
actually go to the
3?
store to buy. Okay, and that's a cool feature for me if you bought a huge memory card. So if I had the 32 gigabyte memory card, I'd be like, wow, that's great, you know, because these games are probably 2 to 4 gigs in size. Well, I was only able to buy the 8 gigabyte memory card because that's all they had at my local GameStop. And keep in mind that the memory card is a proprietary memory card that you must buy in order to save your games. And so for me to download one of these games, like, I'd probably only download one. If I'm going to download one, I'll probably get Dynasty Warriors next, and then play through it. When I'm done with it, delete it off the memory card so I could start and put something else on there, because I don't want to fill up the memory card with 2 games and have no room to save anything, okay? But as you can see, fully synced.
Not true.
And you can also, you can do Netflix, you can do all that stuff on here. You can watch movies on your PS Vita, so all that capability is built in there. So I just wanted to show that off for people who didn't understand, you know, the full functionality. Yeah, it is pretty much like having a PS3 in your hand. It has the same features there of the PS3. It also does sync with Bluetooth headsets, which is a first for a handheld using a wireless headset. So if you have a Bluetooth headset, you can use it with the PS Vita, which is nice.
I don't know about that.
So those are the positives, okay?
Uh-oh. Negatives.
The negatives so far for me have been a couple weird things. For example, the controls, there are a lot of gimmicks built into the Vita that have been used with a lot of systems recently. So for example, the screen is a touch screen. The back of the PS Vita is actually a touch screen.
The gimmick of touch screen.
People don't know that. This is actually a fully functional touch screen back here that's used for some games, okay? It has a vibration feature. So some games
Cobain, he will
actually require you. In fact, Dungeon Hunter Alliance is one of them. If you get stunned, you have to shake your Vita like crazy like this to get yourself unstunned. There's also games like in
I gotta buy one of these,
where when you're looking around with the camera in first person, if you move your Vita around like this, it'll actually move your perspective in the game.
I never liked that.
So there are some situations
I never liked like the accelerometer fucking camera look around shit. It's annoying.
Controls. And I think it's a mixed bag because I think there will be games that'll be designed for it that'll work really well. But I'm going to be honest with everyone. The two games that I've played so far,
I do jailbreak it, yeah,
both
obviously.
utilize them pretty poorly. Okay, Dungeon Hunter Alliance only uses the touchscreen for shaking. I'm sorry, not the touchscreen. Only uses the motions for shaking. Like if you get stunned, you shake it like this and you get out. That's it. I don't use the motion controls. I don't use the touchscreen. I don't use anything for this game. This game, it feels like they totally wanted you, okay, to have to use every single kind of control on the Vita.
Yeah, dude,
to
it's
play
the system
Golden
seller.
Abyss.
It's
Let me
supposed to
explain
be.
what I mean.
Okay.
There'll be times
I know
when
what
you'll
you
find
mean.
an artifact. So
Oh
let's
my
say this
God.
is the artifact. Oh, I found it. Well, the artifact's dirty. So now you have to use your rear touchpad to move around to rotate the artifact. Then you have to use your finger to rub the touch screen to clean off the artifact.
Yeah, that
I
doesn't
only
sound
cleaned one
so
side.
bad.
Let me rotate it some more. Oh, this is fun. Rubbing a fucking artifact with my finger. Like,
I mean, that sounds kind of cool.
What does that have to do with Uncharted? Nothing. And it feels out of place.
How does
and it
that?
feels really
all
weird.
right, like actually, how does that have nothing to do with Uncharted? You're finding an artifact and cleaning it up, like Nathan Drake would do. How is that nothing to do with it?
What does that have to do with Uncharted? Nothing. And it feels out of place,
All right.
and it feels really weird. And there's other parts of Uncharted where you'll find there will be an idol. Like, let's say that my Dark Side Phil mug is an idol. So you'll take a piece of paper and you put it up against the idol like this, and you have to take your finger on your screen and rub it like this to do a charcoal rubbing of the idol. So here's the thing, though, and this is my problem. This is a problem I've always had with touchscreens. And I'm not even talking about just the Vita. I'm talking anything that has a touchscreen, okay? It gets dirty, and right now you can even see, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it. There's fingerprints all over my Vita, and you can see those fingerprints when you're playing the games. So
Hey, Darksea.
that's great that they put in all this
Big ups,
touchscreen
Ivy.
capability,
Darksea.
but didn't
What's up,
anyone
guys?
ever think to say, gee, isn't that going to make your screen covered in fingerprints all the time? Especially Uncharted.
So he hated touchscreens back then.
Like I said, it's like every 5 minutes.
So he must have hated like iPhones and
You're
shit.
finding a new artifact where you have to...
What kind of phone did he have back then? Do we know? Project 7. Hold up. Project 7. He had a little cell phone holder like on his hip. What kind of phone did he have? Let's see. Oh, is this like a flip phone or something? What is this? What is this? Move your fucking hand, buddy. What did he have? What is this, like walkie-talkie? Is it a BlackBerry? It could have been a BlackBerry back then, especially.
Rub the whole screen with your finger.
I guess he just hated touchscreens. He didn't see the future movement, dude.
And it gets greasy and fingerprinty, and it's really
What's up, bro?
frustrating, and I don't understand what they
Yeah,
were going
BlackBerry or
for.
larger, yeah.
Now, here's another thing that frustrates me about the touch screen, okay? So let's get this guy out of sleep mode.
You could just wipe the screen.
So this is what
Get a
happens when
screen
it goes into
protector?
sleep mode. It goes into this like clock, and then you just go back to your menu by doing this. Look, I want to show you something. Oh, I want to go around in my menu. Well, the thumbstick doesn't do anything. Well, the D-pad doesn't do anything.
That's kind of annoying.
The buttons don't do anything. The only way you can navigate your menu is with your finger. So again,
That's kind of annoying. I
you
won't lie.
are trying to navigate a menu, and you're going to get fingerprints all over your screen just to do anything in your
He's
menu,
wrong?
which is really silly.
Is he really wrong
And then
about
the
this?
other thing is, what if you're walking down the street and you're listening to music.
Oh, you can
and
now.
So you're walking with one
Oh, they changed it in an update. Okay.
hand. You want to try to
So I guess he's not wrong technically. This is like 2 days after it came out. It wasn't updated yet.
start some music. You can't, because you have to have full capability of your thumbs and fingers to get through the menus to get to what you want to do. So it's really frustrating to do that, because the other thing is, if you got the 3G version, okay, of the Vita, it actually comes with Google Maps. It's right here. If I get to stand up, Google Maps is right here.
Well,
and you can actually use
like correction, it didn't come with Google Maps. It had to get
like
updated.
a GPS unit. Let's say
If you don't connect it to the internet, you don't get
you're on vacation,
Google Maps.
you're in a big major city, and you're trying to find food.
Like that's something he complained about in the last video, but all of a sudden he's saying it comes with it, even though it didn't.
Trying to find
It was an update.
a place for tourism or whatever, a monument, and you're trying to find it. You could use this as a GPS, but good luck navigating it, because you have to use your fingers. So again, you can't just walk with it and do stuff with it. You have to
Use
stop
my
and use your
logic.
fingers to do anything with the PS Vita. So now here's my question.
What?
I'm going to
Phil?
show you something in comparison to the Vita that I think directly beats it in this regard. My BlackBerry
Oh,
Torch
there you go. Great. Here we go. You got a
to the
BlackBerry.
Vita that I think
Touchscreen,
directly
by the way.
beats it in this regard. My BlackBerry Torch phone, okay? And,
BlackBerry Torch.
the
Holy
text
fuck, I
message,
remember
but
this.
Here's my phone, and check this out. Okay, yeah, I could use my thumb if I want to do touchscreen functions.
he hated
See,
touchscreen.
I could if I want, but what I do, there's a little touch thing on the bottom here where I just rub my thumb. Now look, with one hand I can navigate my phone fully. With one hand I can get to anything I want in any
Wait,
menu.
wait. With one hand, though, you could navigate the PS Vita also.
Hand.
What does that mean?
And I could do it all. And you click with it too. What the fuck? Like, why do you have to use the whole touchscreen to even navigate a menu?
I mean,
on
you still can do that with one hand, though.
the PS Vita. It's super frustrating.
All right.
Another thing.
I don't
about
know
the
what he
touchscreen,
means by
I'm
that, but
sorry,
okay.
but I just have a lot of negative things to say about a touchscreen that's mandatory. In Uncharted Golden Abyss, and this seems so out of place, let me tell you. When you're doing melee combat in Uncharted Golden Abyss, the melee combat starts off by you pressing the square button. But after 2 or 3 hits, in order to finish off your enemy,
Thank you.
Big ups, ES.
He 100% had a phone holster for that BlackBerry.
Yeah, funnily enough, that's something we just looked up. Thank you for the tip. It's right here. For some reason, he wore it in Project 7. Also, look at this walk. Gout walk. Fall gout. Little tips, little DoorDash. I don't know, whatever the lyrics are.
you have to take your hand,
Big
your
ups, yes.
finger, and follow what the screen says. Sometimes it says do a motion like this. Sometimes it says do a motion
Thank you.
Big ups,
Nothing
BB11.
worse than using your greasy hooves.
For the 2 pounds? Yeah, dude, this thing got greased up. He greased all over this thing. This is only 2 days after he used it. I wish he needs to show us the back of it again, because it was really dirty. Like, super dirty.
like this, do a motion like this. You have to do like a slashing motion
Big
with
ups,
your
man.
finger. Guess what?
Wrong.
It doesn't always work. Sometimes I do exactly what the screen says, and it says I didn't do it.
yeah, I don't
and I'm
know.
like, you gotta be kidding me. Of course, look, here, it'll
Wait, did he really? Did I miss the message? Oh shit, he did. Oh shit. I hope they call me for that job tomorrow. I think they will. Leanna Hangin. Wait, what? 2012 she was getting a job? Damn. She moved in with him and she didn't have to work for like 3 years.
okay, and you know, the text message, but
I didn't even notice that.
here's my phone, and
Big ups, thank you for telling me.
like, do this motion, So I'll do it, it's like, oh, you didn't do it. Like, how you mean I didn't do it? Like, what the fuck? I don't
2012.
understand
I think she was 18 in 2012.
that they're
Or 19.
requiring you to use a touchscreen to play the game, and then sometimes it just doesn't work,
Hey,
even
Pete.
though you're doing it correctly. So Uncharted Golden Abyss, because it requires you to so frequently use the touchscreens, the motion controls, it actually seems out of place. It doesn't feel that much like an Uncharted game. Another point about Uncharted Golden Abyss, it seems to me that when you're
That
using
all
the
you
dual
see.
thumbsticks to, you're using your left button to look down your sights, using your right thumbstick to aim, and then use the right trigger to fire, it's actually a little bit like slow. Like it's hard for me to properly get a shot off on an enemy. And I don't know, I always seem to go too far to the left, too far to the right, or I can't seem to get it to move around. I don't know if it's the sensitivity, possibly, of the thumbsticks is a little bit off from the PlayStation 3 sensitivity, but it just doesn't feel as good as playing on the PlayStation 3. It is the same control scheme, but it's a little
handheld.
different with the sensitivity of things. So
Can't you just change the settings? All right.
the last thing
Apparently not.
is the fact that, okay, well, PlayStation 3 controller has 4 face buttons, 2 thumbsticks, D-pad, 2 shoulder buttons, 2 triggers, and the 2 thumbsticks are buttons as well. They are not on the PS Vita. You don't push these in. They're not buttons. And, again, you only have 1 trigger. So, actually, you're short a number of buttons. And so when you're playing games like Uncharted, you're actually a little bit confused because it's not exactly the same control scheme as it was as the last couple Uncharted games on PlayStation. It's a little bit different, and so it actually
It can't be that much more different, where you're actually getting confused.
I still can't clearly figure out how to reload. That's how frustrating the controls are. I still can't consistently reload.
Okay, this sounds like a you issue, though.
So overall, what do I think about the Vita? And let me actually mention one more thing: battery life. The battery life is
a fucking retard. I shouldn't have said that.
About 4 to 5 continuous hours of gameplay.
Really?
If you are having it on standby, it's going to last significantly longer.
Really? That's pretty good.
Obviously, it's on standby. You're not using it. You know what I mean?
Is that accurate? That's actually pretty good.
Alliance, that first night,
especially
Wednesday
for back
night,
then.
I played it like a solid 4.5 hours, and then I looked at the battery, and it started to look like it was low, and so that was when I started recharging it. And that is another important point that I want to bring out to everyone. You got to be really careful with the PS Vita when you're going to charge it, and here's why. This is really weird.
What's weird?
On most of these portable systems, on most phones, on almost everything, the wire that you use to charge it is definitive on each side. Like one end of it might be a rounded end, and the other end is a flat end. So you can't accidentally, oops, I plugged it in upside down. You can't because it doesn't fit.
Oh.
The PS Vita is a square. Or I'm sorry, a rectangle, and it has a couple little nudges, but I actually last night, I swear to God, last night, I accidentally plugged it in upside down.
Sword Exchange big ups, dude.
I am Gothic.
That's you.
I am World of Warcraft.
That's you.
I am Tekken 3.
What's up, man? Thank you for the 7 months.
And didn't even realize, and I woke up this
You're
morning,
all of those goated
and I looked
games.
and it said that it had no charge. I was like, what do you mean?
So he plugged it in wrong.
Why isn't it charging? And I unplugged it and plugged it in the other way, and it worked. I was like,
I don't know.
Fuck
like
me.
how I don't
So I almost
see. This is hard for me to understand because I never had one of these. But dude, you plugged it in wrong and didn't bother to check if you plugged it in properly.
damaged my Vita on day
I don't
2.
know, bro. You want them to plug it in for you? You want it to magnetize to the cable? Is this a flaw of the console, or is this you being a fucking
mouth-drooling fucking retard.
You know,
I shouldn't have said that.
Shouldn't have said that.
The cord
I don't know.
It allows you to plug it in the wrong way, which I don't understand. After years and years of designing cords for these things, where there's only one way to plug it in, they've decided to make a cord where you can do it both ways and break your system, and that's kind of silly in my opinion.
How did you break the system? I don't know. He apparently broke the system.
What do I really like? I think that the Vita
probably hammered
is
at the
going
time.
to,
Yeah,
in the long
that's a
run,
good point.
it's going to have really good graphical handheld games, and you can definitely see that with Uncharted. The graphics of Uncharted Golden Abyss are really high end. The colors are beautiful. You actually almost feel like you're playing Uncharted on the PS3 in your hands. Okay, but
okay.
I don't think that we should have these gimmicky touchscreen controls, motion controls shoved down our throats. There should be an option to say if you want to use them or not that you're forced to use them by default, which is what happens in Uncharted, okay?
Okay.
Now, specifically, one thing I want to mention about Dungeon Hunter Alliance before I give my final thoughts.
I don't know. The thing he was complaining about where you have to wipe away dirt from the screen, that seems like kind of a cool little thing. It's not really a big deal. It's not like you need to control Nathan Drake with motion controls. It's kind of just when you pick up a secret, you can do a little cool fun thing that's not, you can't, especially back then, other than the DS, it's like it can't be replicated on the PS3.
Here.
Because they just didn't have that. It's just like a cool thing that you do with your handheld.
Dungeon Hunter Alliance
Who cares?
is
Apparently he does.
dungeon-style, dungeon crawler
What is
RPG,
this camera angle?
Similar to like, I'd probably say Dungeon Siege. It's pretty similar to, or a couple other games I'm trying to think that are like this one. Where basically you get to pick a warrior, or a character type, either a warrior, a thief, or a mage. and you level up abilities based off of that. You go into, you get side, basically the whole game is mini quests. You go into a dungeon and kill this boss, and so you have to kill all his minions. And finally get to the boss. You kill the boss. Oh, you completed the quest. Go back to town. You go back to town. You do some more things. Oh, okay. Go to the new town. Go to the new town. You unlock more quests. You go do them. Wash, rinse, repeat. Very basic, but the game, for whatever reason, has some weird quirks to it. Like, once you get to, like, Chapter 3, which I'm on right now, some of the enemies, like, you'll be fighting an enemy, and you'll get them down to almost no health, and the enemy will all of a sudden decide, well, I'm about to die, I don't want to fight you anymore. And the enemy will turn around and turn its back to you, and the word evade will appear above its head. It will triple in speed.
How is this a weird quirk? Isn't this just a game mechanic?
And fly off the screen as fast as it possibly can. And what happens is the enemy gets away, and there's no way for you to prevent evade. Even if the enemy is, in evade and you throw another weapon at it or you're in the middle of hitting it, it becomes completely invincible and escapes. And it's frustrating because there are some enemies where you fight them, they're tough. Oh, he decides he's going to run away. He runs off screen.
I don't know. That's a weird quirk, apparently. Jay Wesau, thank you.
Gin and fast food grease combo on his skin. No wonder he destroyed everything he touched. The most regarded xenomorph in the universe.
Yeah, dude. I hope we'll have time to get to his controller stuff, because that's the real, like... Oh my god, he fucking trashed this stuff with his grease. Like, he melted the analog stick. With grease! With finger grease. That's crazy. We'll get to that, Jay Wesau, but thank you so much for the 5. We'll have time. We should have time.
You take one step, and the enemy respawns on the screen
Blood
with a
acid.
full fucking health bar, and you have to completely start over, even though your health and probably your mana is already depleted. And it's like, what the fuck was that? That's like...
Hey, oh no,
that's an error I would expect on a PlayStation 1
You're
game.
missing
that's
out
not
on
an error I would
Vita, the business-related Vita that he only had 3 videos for.
Well, that's kind of
Whoops, wrong one. We're on this
expect in any game in 2012. Another really weird thing about Dungeon Hunter, there's no targeting system that I can make out. Like, you just aim with your left thumbstick, okay? Let's say you're a mage, because I'm a mage in this game, and there's an enemy up upper left corner, and I'm down here. I hold up left with my thumbstick, and I press the attack button, and the mage will throw magic across the screen. Well, there are times when you go to do it, and you throw it, and it doesn't hit the enemy. It'll go right past them to the right.
Yeah, you gotta aim it
to the left. And it's frustrating because wow, I just wasted, my MP casting this powerful spell, and it flew right by the enemy. And you're like, well, why on earth isn't there a targeting system in this game so that I can target the enemies? And it's really confusing that they didn't put that in the game as well. It's really annoying. And there actually is...
He's upset that he has to aim the attacks.
But I found out there's a bug where usually when I play games, and this is something that I grew up with because I played Street Fighter. In Street Fighter, when you do a move, there's a technique called double tapping. So let me show you. If I'm going to do a fireball, which is down towards, and then let's say X.
Look at this angle, dude. He looks like a murderer.
I would do this. I would do down towards X and then tap X again like this. And the reason you double tap is because sometimes maybe your first input is dropped. Maybe your first input was too low.
You're supposed to mash.
And if you double tap it, you have a higher chance of getting that move out. Okay?
All right, mash jab.
I do that in most games, to be honest. The only games I probably don't do it in are shooters. But every other game where you got to do a jump, you got to do something critical timing, I double tap the buttons. And so in Dungeon Hunter, I'm going like this. I'm holding, I go XX, XX to throw stuff,
How is this the game's fault?
The projectiles. Well, sometimes what'll happen is you'll double tap it, and then you'll hold the opposite direction. So I'll go... I want to attack up. So I'll hold up, I'll double tap X, and then I'll press down, and my guy will throw a fireball up, turn around, and throw a fireball down, even though I double tapped like a second earlier.
What?
So basically the input,
how is this a bug?
Have such an input It's not
no,
input
dude,
lag,
that's just how the game works. It cues your button.
A wide input window that you can press a button like this and then press another direction, and the game will actually activate the attack in the opposite direction after your first attack, which is ridiculous.
How is that a
Especially
bug?
in a game like this where you're being maybe mobbed by enemies, surrounded, and you need to react in the right direction at the right time.
Dude, this guy's so dumb.
So it's something that probably won't affect most people because most people don't double tap, but for people who do,
double tap.
It's really annoying.
AKA mashing.
So overall, what do I think about the Vita? I think, first of all, and I'll be honest, for launch titles that are out, I don't think there are a lot of killer app launch titles.
Also, he's saying that as he didn't play 2 of the 4 games that he owns, and also didn't buy all of the games.
And this is mostly reflected if you read the last PlayStation magazine that came out, and there goes Dungeon Hunter. It's hilarious because the whole team of PlayStation magazine does an article about this PlayStation Vita, and they're asked, what game is the first game you're going to play on the PS Vita?
No, I didn't, Morgana.
After
Sorry,
Uncharted,
I didn't see your message.
Because everyone agreed in the entire staff of the magazine that they were going to play Uncharted first. So Uncharted
I know it's hard,
Golden Abyss
though.
is really the killer app for the PS Vita. But after that, like Dungeon Hunter, it's a generic role-playing game. It's cool if you want to grind and kill some time. It's not something you would buy the system for. You could play it on any other system.
But you did, though.
Wipeout? How many times have we fucking played Wipeout at this point? Mod Nation Racers? I mean, that's an old game.
But you bought
Think
it,
of the
though.
other games that came out for it.
What?
Dynasty Warriors? How many fucking iterations of Dynasty Warriors can you make? That's not a killer app. And when you look at the list, most of the games are either ports of games that are on other systems, or it's a line of games that you've played, like I know you don't say, it's not Lumines, it's like Lumines or whatever, that puzzle game. How many times do you want me to play it? Like,
Isn't that game really good?
Versions of it now. I don't want to fucking play it again on the
He doesn't want to
PS
play
Vita.
it.
That's
Well, what if someone does, though?
not a game to sell the system.
But what if someone does, though, and that game sells them on the system?
So I really think that the
I don't
launch
know.
lineup outside of Uncharted is pretty weak. And that's pretty bad considering the Nintendo
Pretty
3DS just
bad.
had a horrendous launch lineup. There was only like one game to play for that anyone would want when it was released. And I
I don't know. To me, these 4 games seem pretty chill.
the sales numbers showed that.
I would buy that to play
And it
these.
took them a hefty price cut on the price of the system, and finally starting releasing some of the games that people wanted to play, like Super Mario Land 3D, Mario Kart 7, Resident Evil, that just came out. It took a while to get those games out, and now all of a sudden when you look at the sales numbers for the 3DS, they're significantly higher. So I think Sony's made the classic mistake. You released the system. They were so eager to get the system out there, they didn't get a strong enough launch lineup. I think these are all generic games that aren't going to sell the system. The other negative about the system is the price. The price of the PS Vita is $250 base price for this model, which is
How much
the
was the
Wi-Fi
3DS?
model.
Like 150?
Okay, or $300 if you
The
want
price
to
dropped it to
the data
150,
plan.
right?
The data plan isn't unlimited data and is pricey, and it's a contract with AT&T, just like a cell phone. So that is horrible.
That seems so
okay?
weird.
And remember, you have to buy a
What's up, Forever?
proprietary memory card to even play a game on it. So it's like a mandatory, another $30. So let's say, for example, for what I bought.
Yeah, Morgana, like for the Elden Ring, I know I'm derailing, but for the Elden Ring thing, he's gonna complain that they ruined the game. Because I saw Darksea post that they nerfed a bunch of stuff for the game. A bunch of abilities and items and weapons and shit. He's just gonna complain that they ruined it. If he can't succeed, if the guides that he looked up don't help him succeed, he's just gonna say they ruined the game.
250 plus 30, so now we're talking 280. Then you have to buy games.
I don't know what I think, man. They kind of like ruined
for
it.
So Uncharted,
They ruined
I bought,
the game,
that was like
man.
$40.
He's gonna
Dungeon
do that.
Hunter, that was like 30 or $40. I just spent almost $500
$250?
for the PS Vita, when I could spend $200 for the PlayStation 3. I don't need to buy a memory card. I don't need to buy any accessories or anything for it.
But it's portable,
because it
though.
comes with the controller and everything.
See, that's the thing, though. You can play PS3 games on the Vita.
And all you need to do is buy a game. So, again,
Like it's portable. It has remote play and stuff.
initial investment
dude.
cost of almost $300 for a handheld system with a poor launch lineup versus an already established system with great lineup of games that costs
Yeah, FromSoft lost their way.
only $200. And I think that is really the reason right now that these are not selling that well. It's a shame because I understand why it's so expensive. Look at the OLED screen. Look at all the features that were put into it. Those are really nice. But in this economy, is this the right time to be releasing a very expensive handheld system with a poor launch lineup? Like, I could see if they had
The Iron
Uncharted,
aesthetic.
an exclusive Resistance game, an exclusive God of War game, an exclusive Metal Gear game. If you had 4 PS Vita exclusives that were really solid entries or series that PlayStation, you know, traditionally has had those IPs, and they're the only ones that are going to have those games, then I could say, wow, I could see why people would want to run out and buy the Vita. But they didn't do that. It's all generic games that are being ported over and Uncharted. So, in my opinion, it's a good system. Just right now, there's no reason to run out and buy one except for Uncharted. If they're, you know, in the future, I would love to see what the lineups of games are going to be and if they're going to be.
Raising Poro with the 5 legend. What's up, man?
His angle is going to be complaining the nerfs are for the DLC and ruins the base game,
Yeah.
and FromSoft is greedy. They also made enemies way harder.
Yeah, he's gonna complain. FromSoft lost their way. They ruined the game. It's completely different now. It sucks.
Killer
Yeah,
apps.
he's gonna do that totally.
There
Thank you for
is
the
no
5, man.
killer app really besides Uncharted. But then again, keep in mind, Uncharted 3 just came out, so a lot of people are bored of Uncharted at this point.
What?
Or again, if they're choosing, why would you spend $300 and then another $40 for Uncharted on Vita when if you had the choice, you could buy the PlayStation?
I like how he keeps using the $300 price tag, even though he told us it was $250. He just assumes you're gonna buy the $300 version because
3 with Uncharted
because then he can complain.
for cheaper. So, all right, so that's it. That's my
Okay.
initial impressions. I think
Whatever.
it's a good system. I love the screen. I love the controls. Right now, I think some of the games are a little bit flaky. Again, Uncharted forcing you to use the motion controls. Dungeon Hunter having some interesting weird
Dude, I
bugs
like the new
and
House of the
programming
Dragon.
design that I
I
don't
haven't
agree
seen it.
with. And right now, I just don't think the games are up to par. I don't think there's enough to play to sell the system. But I think the system itself, hardware-wise, is really good. And that's really going to be determining what you want. If you've never played Wipeout, if you've never played an RPG like Dungeon Hunter, if you've never played Rayman Origins, which is out for it, you know, some of these games are really good series, but if you've been there and done that before, why are you going to run out and buy the Vita? That's my 2 cents. So
I read the books.
That's it for my initial
I think I know what happens, Fort Worth.
impressions on the
I
Vita.
read the book.
Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informative.
So yeah,
as more
that's
games
pretty
come
crazy.
out, I may talk
I heard they made changes though, which
about
fucking
them, and
pisses
if I
me
beat
off.
these 2 games, I may review them. And
I don't know.
so
Season 1 was okay. It's a pretty good show. I'm just not the biggest fan because of the stuff that they change and stuff they leave
there
out.
may be more coverage later on, but that is
But,
it for now. Thanks.
I'm one of those people. It's different from the book. I didn't like the change they made. Anyways, that's the PS Vita. We got one more. I don't think we're gonna watch this though. It's just him flailing, holding up the game box over and over and over and over. Like, look at how often he just holds up the game box. Let's mute it and just fast forward. He pulls up this game box. He needs to let you know that he owns it. He constantly just needs to let you know. Game box, game box, game box, game box, game box, game box, game box. There it is again. There it is. There it is. There it is. Look at this shit. I'm not even kidding. Like, someone needs to take it away from him to stop him from doing this. Oh, he brought out the Vita. Here, let's see what he's complaining about with the Vita.
Just with the standard control. So instead of shaking to unstick yourself from a stun, you can rotate the thumbsticks like this and you get out of it, and it's a lot easier than actually shaking the system. So it's kind of funny because they try to implement the Vita's unique control scheme, but really it's easier to just use the standard controls to do those kind of things. So another one. You can use the rear touchpad to maneuver your fairy around the screen. And what I mean is there's always going to be a fairy with you.
What do you
in this
mean,
game,
what do I
and the
mean?
fairy
I know
can
what you
actually find
mean.
hidden
That's pretty
loot by looking
okay,
around certain
whatever.
areas. It'll start to bleep like when it's in your hidden loot. And you can use the rear touchpad to try to move it around your screen, or you can just use the left thumbstick. So it's a lot easier just using the left thumbstick to do that.
He says left thumbstick as he touches the right thumbstick. It's pretty funny.
There are some really annoying things about this game. And I'd say the number one annoying thing for me was that there's no targeting system whatsoever. Now, what I mean by that is
The
there's
game
no way
doesn't
for you in
auto-lock.
particular focus in on one enemy. Let's say there's 5 enemies on the screen, and you want to attack this enemy right here, not the one right here next to him. There's no way to just target this enemy. You have to just aim your thumbstick in the general direction of the
Yeah?
enemy you want to attack, press the attack button, and hope that your guy will aim and attack for the right one.
Well, no, it's not hoping that your guy does that. You have to aim
And it was
for
very
it.
frustrating in certain parts of the game
Alright.
where I wanted to attack a boss who was standing right here, or maybe that one enemy out of a group, and my guy would attack every fucking other thing on the screen except the one I wanted to attack. And it's especially annoying with the mage, because the mage is using MP frequently, or mana, to cast these spells.
Yeah, why couldn't he show gameplay? Instead, he does this, and he'll hold up the game box. Let's see him hold up the game box again. There it is. Oh, he goes clown mode here. He goes like close to the camera. Holy shit, man. There it is again. There it is. There it is. I fucking hate these reviews. Stop showing me the game box, bro. How about you show me some fucking gameplay instead of the box? He brings out another box. He brings out a second box. Get the fuck out of here. What are you complaining about now?
It feels like this was designed for mobile devices. You know
It's
what I
a
mean?
portable fucking console, you dipshit.
It doesn't feel like a game. Like, just to give you perfect
Oh
reference
my
here,
fucking god. It's almost
to
like
have
a portable
like
game or
Uncharted,
something.
Golden Abyss, that is a full cinematic experience. They really tried to make it like a real full retail Uncharted game, and then to sell this game for the same price is like insanity to me. So, in my opinion, if you're the kind of person that likes the repetitive grinding gameplay of a game like Diablo, of a game like Dungeon Siege, and you're not looking for
That seems like a pretty
story,
good
you're not
idea
looking
for a
amazing
portable
graphics
game.
or anything, or gameplay that's going to blow you away,
Oh my
then
god.
you might like this game, but I still don't feel that for the price that they're charging for it, that it's worth that, okay? So,
Okay.
what am I going to give it? As a rating, I'm going to say...
It's a mini dip.
It's pretty much right down the middle average dungeon crawler. It's got problems, but it's got places where it shines. It's not horrible. I've played worse, that's for sure. But it's not a great game, and it's
Alright.
overpriced.
It's a mixed
So
bag,
I'm going to
9.5.
give Dungeon Hunter
Let's see.
Alliance a measly average 5, okay?
Oh, a
it's
5.
definitely not a game to run to the
Yeah, I doubt Fallout 4 is better than this
store
game.
and buy, but it's definitely not a horrible game. It's an okay game. And the fact that it's apparently been ported to so many different things and people buy it, I guess kind of assures that fact that it is an okay game. It's not a horrible game, or else it wouldn't have been pimped out the way that it was. So, Dungeon Hunter Alliance, 5 out of 10, right down the middle.
5. Speaking of 5, Ramen Brahmin with the 5.
I'm him.
Thank you.
JSB went off on a dent the other day for suggesting he play ER on launch. In truth, he needs buffer time to watch guides so he doesn't umbara himself.
Imbara himself. Yeah, Ramen Brahmin, thank you for the 5. That's actually interesting. I wonder if I can find that clip. Because I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, he was busy on the day off. Busy, by busy I mean looking up guides. He needs to wait for other people to play it, so that when he plays it the next day, he has guides he can follow.
Nothing great, but
Because you know that he just looked shit up. He had an Elden Ring DSP guide section in his Discord that doesn't exist.
horrible. If you want a time killer, this will be
That's
your
something
cup
he's obviously going to use again.
of tea, but I don't recommend paying full price for it. Wait for this guy to hit the bargain bin,
This guy.
or until the prices drop, and then...
Thank you.
Nintendo Game Boy not like my NES, 3/10 mixed bag.
Yeah, I know. He's complaining that the portably designed game that's designed specifically to play on the go is not a cinematic gaming experience. Like, no shit, dude. It's a handheld. I don't know. You kind of just turn it on and play when you have time on the bus, and then you turn it off and resume later.
Okay? So that's it for my very first
whatever.
portable gaming Hateful Truth video game review.
Thank you, Redbird.
Maximum Truth, Minimum Bullshit. That's the new slogan.
New slogan. Check out this hot new slogan.
Hateful Truth video game review. Maximum Truth, Minimum Bullshit. That's the new slogan.
What a
and
slogan.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative.
He's like
and
Uncle
I hope,
Sam.
whether or not you're interested in this game, keep in mind, as I play more mobile games or more portable games, and by the way, I plan on doing this also with my Nintendo 3DS, not just with my PS Vita.
You have
I
to
will
look
be
stuff
doing
up
Hateful
in
Truth
Elden
reviews
Ring?
of those
I didn't.
games to let you know whether or not you should
I don't
jump
know
on
about that
them. So, thanks a lot for listening. Hope it was informative. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time
Maximum
on the Hateful
grease,
Truth.
minimal effort. What the fuck is this? Wait, what? Neck squeeze. What is that?
Phil never took a bus anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good God, no. Thank you for the 5 and parallelogram for the 2.
Back into the ocean. She is very ill.
She does look very ill. She, her health is declining, but you know, that's like natural. What is this, by the way? Big ups Parallelogram, and good God, no, for making me laugh.
I had to do it to them, snipe.
Josh for the 5, thank you so much.
We soon get the Nintendo Switch 2. Do you think Nintendo will come out WWE Championships for Nintendo Switch 2? Since Nintendo Online basic mobile game.
Yeah, hopefully. He's probably praying. But I don't think he would play it there because he loves his iPhone.
Time on the hateful truth.
Big ups Josh. What the fuck is this? Does he disclose that this is like a sponsored video? When he tells you he hates sponsorships and shit. Look at this shit. What is this? Xbox Live Arcade. It's also not disclosed in the description. Let's see if it's at the beginning. I don't know. Maybe it was a machinima mandated thing.
Darkside Phil here, and welcome to another edition of the Hateful Truth video game review series. I have nicely unkept hair today because I just didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah, pointing it out makes it okay, in case you didn't know.
On the lazy side.
Lazy side, right. That's your whole life, dude.
I decided to change the slogan for the series. I was actually getting some feedback about it. I had created this slogan, Maximum Truth, Minimum Video Editing. And I think, first of all, that's kind of a cumbersome mouthful. And I don't think it gets the point.
He was using that unironically.
The reason my reviews are different from everyone else's is because I don't spend
main character.
100 years for production value. There's no...
How is this a selling point? How is this a selling point? I don't spend time putting effort into my videos to make them watchable. Instead, I ramble and hold up the game case for 20 minutes.
Else is because I don't spend 100 years for production value. There's no fancy 3D splash graphics. There's no explosions and fancy...
What is this? Bruh, are you fucking kidding me? What is going on?
Getting some feedback about it. The reason my reviews are different from everyone else's is because I don't spend 100 years for production value. There's no fancy 3D splash graphics. There's no explosions and fancy voiceovers. It's just me talking about the game. And I guess when I said minimum video editing, that's kind of what I wanted to say. But really what I'm trying to say is...
No 3D fancy logos, by the way.
Huh? What's going on, everyone? Darkside.
What is that?
Here. For production voiceovers. It's just me talking about the game. And I guess when I said minimum video editing, that's kind of what I wanted to say. But really what I'm trying to say is you're going to get more content out of my review than you're probably going to get out of anyone else's mainstream review.
What the fuck does that mean?
Take, 4 or 5...
You're going to get more content out of my videos. What the hell is content? What does that mean? What does content mean?
5 minutes to talk about the game. They really don't say much about the game, but they give you 700...
Because your runtime is longer? I don't know. Does that mean it's good? I guess so.
On the screen and fancy graphics. So really, I think at its core what I'd like to say is maximum truth, minimum bullshit. That's what I'm going to call the
20-minute video, minimum bullshit.
On, and I think it makes sense.
20-minute video with a 1.5-minute long intro to shit that doesn't matter.
My very first review of a portable...
He gives you a pre-stream in the 20-minute video.
Video game. That's right. For the very first time, I'm actually going to review something...
Look at this. Look at this pre-stream. Minimum bullshit. It gives you a pre-stream.
One of the newest handheld systems out there, and a lot of people
I thought you just talked about the game,
what my
dude.
feelings are on the games for this system. I'm actually going to review the very first game for the system that I've completed, and it is... Dungeon Hunter Alliance for the PS Vita, okay?
PS Vita, okay. That's the review. So we'll move on from the Vita. You know what else is business related and he still has it? The Wii U. Wait, let's not do this one. Let's do this one first. No 3D intros, no fancy graphics, except for when there are fancy graphics. Wow. How did that happen? I didn't just see that.
All right, everyone.
Holy shit, all the garbage. There's more garbage than the last video.
PSP here, and if you haven't already checked it out, definitely check out my video of the Wii U Deluxe Set console unboxing, which I just completed. But Again, super quick intro. Not doing my
This
usual
is
release
2012.
unboxing intro this day because there's so much to get to and so much to do. What we're going to be checking out right now is the launch lineup of games which I have purchased for my Wii U. And I am going to go to... I'm going to go out and say this.
What are you going to say?
I think Nintendo finally got it right when it comes to launch lineup of games. And what I mean is, they realized they really needed to have a lineup of games that were going to sell the console. And so what they've done is they've done a mishmash of stuff. They've done party games. They've got new installments of games that are like the classic first-party Nintendo franchises. They've got sequels to games that people are anticipating. They've got unique console-exclusive games. And they actually, which I don't have here, the one thing I really don't have is the latest games that have been coming out this year that are the hottest ones, like Mass Effect 3, Assassin's Creed 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. They have all those games as well.
I forgot Black Ops 2 was on
those
this.
games on their respective consoles when they came out. Most of them on Xbox 360. Actually, all those that I just mentioned I played on Xbox 360. Because they came out earlier. I'm not going to wait for the Wii U release and play that version, and there's no reason for you to play the same game over on Wii U. But what we're going to look at right... oh my god. What we're going to look at right now is we're going to explore the launch day lineup of games that I actually purchased, and we're going to take a look at them, and we're going to see what's inside of them.
Yeah, you can see him swaying.
And,
let's see him sway.
Because 360... actually,
look at this, right here, on the Nathan Drake thing.
On Xbox 360. Because they came out earlier. I'm not going to wait for the Wii U release and play that version, and there's no reason for you to play the same game over on Wii U. But what we're going to look at oh my god, what we're going to looking at.
Pretty
so
good.
The first one
Pretty
we're going to
good.
look at is the one that actually was packaged inside
artistic
of
rocking.
my Nintendo Wii U Deluxe set, which is Nintendo Land. Now this is the game that pretty much got the most advertisement at E3. They had probably about 20 booths of this thing hooked up because it is several different styles of minigame. You've got a minigame that plays like Zelda. You've got a minigame that plays like a puzzle, not a puzzle, but kind of like an action minigame with ghosts based off of Luigi's Mansion. You've got, I'm actually looking at the back of it right now.
This is annoying when he does
Mario
this.
Chase, which looks like Mario Kart, if you can believe it. There's something with Pikmin.
Because this is supposed to be a gaming channel. Why don't you just show us? If this was an edited video, you can cut in like gameplay here.
Metroid Blast, Animal Crossing.
Instead, he's just describing it to you like you're a visually impaired fucking viewer.
Sweet Day, Donkey Kong's Crash Course, Balloon Trip Breeze, Captain Falcon's Twister
Like you're
Race,
a super blind
which I guess
man.
is
You're
supposed
just
to
a
be
blind
F-Zero,
guy. I can't see.
Octopus Dance, Yoshi's Fruit Cart, and
like just show me.
Takamaru's Ninja Castle. So it's actually 12 mini games.
I don't know.
So it's like Mario Party, you know, on steroids because there's mini games that actually have some.
Why did he buy toys?
As opposed to, you know, mini games that are like a Mario Party you're playing for 5
like
seconds
spending
and
money.
they end. So
Look
this
at him
is the
sway.
game that Nintendo is kind of saying this is the game your family's going to want to play. Everyone's going to want to jump in and play it together.
All right, can I see it?
So,
or are you just going to talk about
pretty
it?
neat. There you go. There's the
Pretty
back there.
neat.
Explore new ways to play with the Wii U gamepad. And it shows the 12 mini games. This game specifically only uses the Wii remote, the nunchuck, and the Wii U gamepad. It does not use the Pro controller. All right, so let's open this guy up. And I am glad that I had a Wii to begin with, or else, you know, imagine if I had to buy the console, the Pro controller, and a Wii remote all in one day. That would be, like, insane.
What? Okay.
So I'm going to open it off camera first just to be sure there's nothing here that...
Dude,
okay,
you can just
we're
cut
good.
it out.
We are
All right. No, we can't, apparently.
The inside of the Wii U games are blue. That's interesting. Nintendo Land.
Does that matter?
Right there. Okay. You've got an ad for other Wii U games that aren't even out yet. Actually, Sing Party is. It's a karaoke game, but Lego City Undercover was a game they actually ran a promo for at last year's VGAs. And it looks like it might be interesting, but pretty much in New Super Mario Bros. U, it's just an ad for other games. You got your...
Why does DSP always refer to things as a he?
Nintendo
I don't know. He says, let's pop this guy open. It's just a thing that certain people
now, the
say.
cool thing about Nintendo games...
So DSP just kind of mimics it because he's a fellow human.
Most of the time, They do have full color instruction
Let's pop
booklets,
this
as you
guy
can see.
open and let's see what he's
Full
got.
color, beautiful, and it's short as hell too. Look at that, because it's actually in 3 languages in color, which is pretty funny.
Why is that
there
funny?
You go. Your Nintendo Land instruction booklet.
Different languages are funny, I guess.
And that's it for Nintendo Land, okay? Up next, we've got the sequel to a very popular series on handheld systems, the Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo DS, Scribblenauts Unlimited, okay? And people are saying this game might be revolutionary because they really put a lot of time into it, and you can pretty much draw anything you want, and it's going to come to life.
Wow.
I've never played a Scribblenauts game before.
Did he ever play this?
I know people are going to be like, oh, fuck. Phil never played a Scribblenauts game. He's not even know what the fuck to do in this game. Well, that could be part of the hilarity. I don't know. So Scribblenauts Unlimited on the back. Imagine anything, explore everything. Venture into a seamless, free-roaming world powered by your imagination. Help match yourself hundreds of puzzles by summoning any object you can think of, or build your own original creations using the object editor. This one, once again, either uses the Wii U gamepad or the Wii Mo. It does not use the Pro controller. Okay?
Okay.
Let's open this guy.
This guy? Let's pop this guy open and see what he's got inside. There it is. This guy.
Alright, Scribblenauts Unlimited.
Okay, dude, can we, like, not take forever to do this? Boom.
Nothing really besides the instruction booklet in this one, which, by the way, is nice and full color and pretty. And it seems to explain a lot of stuff, which is good. Sidekick mode, huh? Your friends can assist you in your adventure by controlling your creation, but it requires
John
additional
Rambo
emotes.
playthrough.
Huh. Okay, so there you go. That's Scribblenauts Unlimited. So it is 2-player. That's interesting. Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. This is a game that I actually forgot about, okay? I had forgotten this was coming out, and I didn't even reserve it for any console. Originally, I was going to get it on, like, the 360, but I had completely forgotten the game even existed. But John Rambo actually is really interested in this because he had the original Sonic All-Stars Racing, and he told me it was really good, and he really liked it. One interesting fact about this game, it's a budget title. All the other games that I purchased today were $59.99. This one, for whatever reason, was $39.99. So I have no idea why it was so cheap compared to the other games, but it was. And what you got here is, this is Racing Transformed. It shows, you know, all the Sega characters are together in a racing game. This is bonus edition. It says it Outrun, Bay Track, and Challenges, Metal Sonic, and mods, and in-game stickers. So Metal Sonic and a new track, plus it actually says Danica Patrick, who's an actual, you know, racer in real life, and Wreck-It Ralph from the recent Wreck-It Ralph movie that came out are also in the game. So that's pretty neat. I didn't know that. And it actually shows here, this one, you can literally use 100 different control schemes. You've
100. It's 4. There's only 4.
The Wii U gamepad. You can use the Wiimote plus classic controller, or you can use the Wiimote plus nunchuck. So there's 3 different control schemes for this game.
There's 3.
All right.
It's 100. Dude, it's Tevin, the legend.
I am Gothic. I am World of Warcraft. I am Tekken 3.
That's you, man.
I'm him.
That's you. Reminder, I will redirect to Tevin's thing. I'm not watching him live, but Tevin will suffer through it for you. So big ups, Tevin, the legend, the GOAT.
The one thing that I'm noticing, which is kind of disappointing me, is that none of these games that I purchased today came with Club Nintendo points.
Club Nintendo. Oh shit!
Like, this is your launch lineup. Don't you want people to be like into the new Club Nintendo? The only thing that came with Club Nintendo points was the console itself so far. It's kind of dumb. But anyway, all right. Wii U, Sonic All Stars.
Why does he actually care?
Transformed. Okay, pretty simple.
What the hell did he want to get on Club Nintendo?
Instructions explaining the 7,000 control schemes that you can use to play the game. Look at this. Very simple. That's all it is. It's the control schemes. All right, so that's it for Sonic All Stars Racing Transform.
I got a free game on Club Nintendo once. Uh-oh.
Now,
Epic Mickey.
if you've either seen my Epic Mickey 1 playthrough, or if you've been following along in the gaming media, you know why I just said, oh boy. Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, the direct sequel to 2010's Epic Mickey, which was a game that, in my opinion, was awful. Okay? I make no bones about it. I think the spirit was there. I think the attention was well. I actually think the plot of the game was good. But I think the actual execution, the design of the gameplay itself was terrible. Okay? Horrible camera, extremely repetitive gameplay, extreme slowdown. And
why did you buy it then? Again, this is like a guy who just got... Like, I understand if he wants to cover it, quote unquote, cover it as coverage, as content and stuff. But he just gets it to unfairly, preemptively shit on it. It's like he thinks by buying it, it gives him like the pass to shit on it. At least back then, because now he just shits on everything.
Different places in
I guess
the
he
game,
did that back then too.
There were some parts of the game that were almost unplayable because the frame rate chopped.
It's like, dude, you chose to give it money and support it. For what? So you could shit on it before you even played it. Like you haven't even played this game.
So I didn't like it. And it's funny because it was a huge seller. Apparently every single person bought it for their kids for the holiday that year. And so Epic Mickey 2,
Nintendo game,
here we are 2 years later, after everyone criticized the hell out of Epic Mickey 1, and Warren Spector, who is the the head behind the project behind Epic Mickey, kind of criticized the gaming community
Nintendo
and said,
games are
well, I'm
trash.
sorry I didn't make another Call of Duty. I was trying to do something original and fun. Well, that's not what everyone's complaining about, you fucking idiot. Your basic gameplay mechanics suck. When your basic gameplay mechanics suck, your game sucks. It's not the creative vision behind the game. It's not the kind of game. It's that the game played like a game from the late 1990s. I thought I was playing on the N64.
What?
Okay?
King of Retro.
So this guy's completely off base and a complete idiot with his comments.
Everyone's
so here
an
we are
idiot.
2 years later, and game reviews are finally coming out for this game because, it has been out. What are they saying? The camera still sucks. This still sucks. Basically, they listened to none of the criticism from the first game and just decided to make a sequel with all the flaws of the first game. How fucking stupid can you be? So, but here's the thing, and this is the problem. The mainstream person is an idiot. Meaning, and I seriously mean that. If you're the non-hardcore gamer doesn't follow reviews, doesn't care. They're going to say, oh, well, if I'm buying the Wii U for my kids, well, I'm going to get them Epic Mickey because, it's a kids game, and they're kids, and they should have a fun kids game. So this game, I almost guarantee you that this game will be a big seller for the holidays, regardless of the fact if it sucks or not, okay? And that's unfortunate, because we should be supporting good games, not, oh, it's the kids game, buy it for Christmas, and just give these people free money. But
I don't know, dude. You own it. It's literally in front of you. You bought it.
So, Epic Mickey 2, the direct sequel to Epic Mickey 1.
See, this is what I don't understand. Why did you feel the need to buy it only to then shit on it?
I'm planning on doing co-op in this game with my girlfriend Pantelie. She actually wants to do it.
You plan to play it with your girlfriend.
I can't imagine why. So there you go.
All right. I don't know.
On the back, it's Unleash the Power of the Brush, an all-new co-op adventure. It looks like you can use the Wii U gamepad, you can use the Wii Remote and Classic controller, and you can use the nunchuck. Funny that we've gone through all these, and so far, no games you can use the Pro controller. Kind of disturbing. Okay, so let's open this guy.
Let's open this guy. Yeah, GF Flex. I don't know, dude. It's a Mickey Mouse kids game. How can it really upset you this much?
Once again, no Club Nintendo points.
Club Nintendo points.
Epic Mickey, the Power of 2 disc. Here's your instruction booklet. Actually, is full color, which is nice.
And the reason I'm pointing it out to is because he would tell you that he's a positive guy. He's a positive content creator. He never made negative content. But here he is calling the game developer an idiot and making fun of mainstream audiences and general people that buy games and calling them stupid because they bought a game.
And of course, explaining the 1,000 controls.
So that's why it's specifically annoying. Like, you're the one that bought it. You purchased it to play it. And then also you're shitting on it and shitting on people that buy it. And at the same time, you would tell us that you're not a negative guy and you only spread positivity.
Games, explaining how to do co-op.
So why do you do that?
Some things in the game. Pretty decent instruction booklet. Okay. That's Epic Mickey 2.
Okay.
2 more to go. Now this game is the game that I think most people are interested in who are the hardcore gamers, the adult audience. Zombie U.
You see, because he is interested in it, that means you're an adult if you're interested in it and you're a hardcore gamer.
A game, a survival horror, mixed with FPS, and it's for a Nintendo console. Holy shit. Like, what the hell? This hasn't happened. This hasn't happened.
Yeah, probably Rex.
Since holy crap, man. Like,
Most
when was
likely.
the last time that a Nintendo console got a survival horror exclusive? I guess you could say Resident Evil 4, but a lot of people claim that wasn't survival horror. I mean, now you're going back to the 90s, so...
Who claims...
Interesting that they've got this as a launch title. Again, this is why I'm kind of praising their launch lineup for being, I really feel, one of the strongest launch lineups I've ever seen in my life. Zombie U. Okay. Zombies have brought London to its knees. Use your Wii U gamepad, the ultimate survival kit, and fight
Hey,
back.
Meester, what's up?
And it
I'm
shows
doing good.
over 15 ways to use your Wii U
I'm doing pretty
gamepad,
good.
including zooming in with the sniper rifle, doing little mini games on the gamepad,
How are you?
managing your inventory, and it actually says escape.
I kinda liked Zombie U.
campaign, control zombie hordes in the multiplayer mode, and then there's permadeath.
The
One
combat
bite
was kind
and
of
you
annoying,
die,
though.
and your character becomes a zombie. It shows Wii U gamepad.
But it was kind of
This
cool.
one actually can
They should like do a new one.
use the Pro controller, but it can also use the Wiimote and the.
Do it to them, sniper.
Good God, no with the 5. Thank you so much.
Based.
Phil liked Mickey Mouse before Mickey was cool. Before he sold out. Back when he was underground.
Yeah, he likes the old school. He misses the old Mickey.
So you can use any control scheme with this
no.
one.
He hates Epic Mickey. He's not epic. Epic, more like
My knife
unepic
inside
Mickey.
the
Haha.
plastic. There we go.
I'm surprised he never did a joke like that. Oh, good job, mister.
There we go.
That's good to hear.
Okay, so Zombie U.
Zombie U. Was this a Ubisoft game? It was.
Here's your game. There's your Zombie U instruction booklet. Pretty basic. Of course, they have to advertise the other Ubisoft games like Assassin's Creed. And you've got all of the instructions here on how to use the gamepad, safe houses, blah, blah, blah.
Project Zomboid started
100
around this
control
time.
layouts. Okay.
Now that's
and
a
then,
good game.
Last but certainly not least, probably the game that most people are going to pick up with the Wii U. No, not trade-in for $30 credit, stupid fucking thing. New Super Mario Brothers U.
Okay.
You know, it's always good when Nintendo releases a new console because you always know that means there's going to be a new line of no Mario games. And I fully expect there's going to be, you got your Super Mario Brothers, next you'll have a new Galaxy, then you'll have a new Mario Kart, you'll have a Mario Tennis, you'll have a Mario Checkers, Mario Ping Pong, fucking Mario Baking, you know, Mario Crochet, Mario Takes a Shit. You know, all the standard Mario games that come out for the Nintendo exclusive consoles are going to come out. So you know you're going to have at least a cool handful of games that are going to be pretty decent. Now, I'm curious because I just recently played New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the Nintendo 3DS, and I was not impressed. I thought it was a cash-in title. I thought that the gimmick of the game collecting coins was a lame cop-out because you had too many lives because of it, and the game was too short and didn't have enough content. On the flip side of that, Super Mario Bros. 3D Land from late last year was an exceptionally good title. Had massive amounts of replayability, all kinds of secrets and unlockables. I put 100 bajillion hours into that game and enjoyed the hell out of it.
100 bajillion.
So, it's a double-edged sword. It could go either way with these Mario games, and I'm curious if this is going to be as good or better as the New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, or what they did with this game. So I guess we're going to find out, okay? So, New Super Mario Bros. U. An all-new Mario adventure, only on the Wii U. Explore gigantic world solo, or help out your friends by using the Wii U gameplay controller. Push your Mario skills to the limit with the new challenge and boost rush modes. Share your game experiences with friends by posting messages straight to the world map with Miniverse. And it actually shows you can use the Wii U
Dude, they should bring back the Miiverse.
gamepad or the actual Wiimote. So it's one or the other. The Wiimote's probably going to give you a more traditional experience where you're playing the game more like New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The Wii U controller or gamepad actually allows you to touch the screen and do different things like create blocks to help for it with jumps and stuff like that. And it has you know, some motion mechanics as well. So pretty interesting. I can't wait to dive into this one. So let's open it.
Okay, I'm gonna skip him opening it because, dude.
Nintendo points. Thank the Lord. All right.
Oh, this one has points.
New Super
cool.
Mario Brothers U. There's
That's
your
awesome.
game. Here is your ad for other games, of course.
Ad.
And then your instruction booklet is pretty colorful. Look at that. Look at all those icons. Pretty neat. And as usual, full color, explaining the control scheme because there's, again, multiple control schemes. Actually shows you the world map. Wow, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 worlds right off the bat, and I wonder if there's any hidden worlds. And that's it. Then everything else is in other languages. So, all right. That was quite a lot of unboxing. That was quite a hefty launch lineup that I just showed you. Keep in mind, it's not all the games that are out. There were some other games like party games, that Sing It Karaoke game. There were, like I said, the mainstream major games that already came out for other consoles this year, like Mass Effect 3, Assassin's Creed 3. All those games you can get for the Wii U as well. But I chose the original titles that I wanted to check out, and I'm really looking forward to diving into this this game library today. Just to reiterate my plans for today, because it is launch day, John Rambo's coming over, and we are going to do day one first look gameplay of every one of these games. We'll be booting them up and trying them out together to see what we think of them. And then probably at the end of the day, we're going to do our final thoughts video where we talk about overall what do we really feel about the Wii U.
Look at the shadow sway.
So right now what I'm going to do is hook up my Wii U and probably film the booting up of the system.
Oh my god.
But I heard there's a 1 hour long mandatory patch when you first hook it up. So I need to get going on that. So I'm going to hurry up, take these unboxing videos, toss them on my PC, get them editing, hurry up again, hook up the Wii U, get it booted up, get it on the internet, and get it going. So, alright, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching my Wii U unboxing, and more to come.
So we do have to check out him launch the thing.
Okay, well,
this is,
welcome. As you can see,
special.
right now, currently there's no feed to my TV. I've hooked up my Wii U console. We are about to boot it for the very first
my
time.
God.
So you're going to get to see exactly what you would see if you were booting your Wii U console. So let's see here. Let's see if this Wii U gamepad, that's right, this giant monstrosity, is actually synced to...
You see what this guy does? You see how many pre-streams he hits you with? Instead of doing all of this, he could have just pressed the power button as he pressed record.
The console or not.
But he needs to give you a pre-stream. It's 30 seconds into the video before you see anything.
Turn on the TV and the Wii U console and then switch the TV's input to the correct setting for the Wii U.
This is what happens when you don't prepare for anything.
Gamepad just told me to do. So let me go turn on press the power button on the Wii U console as well. Okay. Here it is.
Grand Obson. Big ups, dude. Legend.
I'm him.
That's you.
Alright, here's some activity on the console. Here we go.
Yeah, he hates Nintendo. But he supports all of the things that they do for the most part.
Which oddly
the
is very
gamepad
similar
had
to
potential.
PU,
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know why they called it that.
I mean, I do think it's bad though.
Cannot believe they...
Like, cause having to look down at the gamepad, like move your neck to look up and down is kind of annoying. Cause at least the DS, you just move your eyeballs. But the gamepad, you have to like move your whole neck. It's kind of annoying.
Okay.
I don't know. Wii U had some pretty cool games on it, but now they're all on Switch, so it's okay.
Turn on the Wii U gamepad and then press the sync button on the Wii U console.
Except for the ones that aren't.
Okay. Let me go press the sync button.
Mario Maker 1 was fucking goated, dude.
Sync.
2 was pretty good, though.
Confirm that the Wii U gamepad is turned on and then press the sync button. Okay. Pressing sync on the Wii U gamepad. Of course, you need to use the stylus to do that. There we go. Tap the symbols in the order they are displayed on the TV screen from left to right. On the gamepad, I actually have to tap these symbols. So spade, diamond, spade, spade. Connecting to the Wii U console.
Yeah, the Wii U has fucking Twilight Princess.
You actually hear the gamepad making noise.
And Wind Waker. Why is that not on Switch? Like, actually, why have they not done that on Switch? It's crazy.
Your Wii U gamepad is ready.
That's like free money right there.
Tap the screen to set up the console. Wow, it looks like we're actually going to set the console through the gamepad.
No, that's the thing. Like, he didn't prepare for any of this, and he's not going to edit it. So you just get this garbage.
Stylus to do this.
Like, why is this a video he needs to upload?
Selecting English.
You just get the setup.
Change the display language of the Wii U gamepad. Language set to English. Select your country of residence. United States.
Yeah, he thinks it's
entertainment.
entertainment.
You'll be able to turn on your console using the power button on your Wii U gamepad. Okay, good. What's the day? Today is November...
Is that a hot take, Morgana?
18th, 2012. Right? Today's the 18th, right?
Maybe. I know people don't like Skyward Sword that much. It's not that bad.
Next. The time is 11:44 a.m.
Yeah, that's a great question, ES. How is he out of breath? He's just sitting there playing on the fucking Wii U, doing the setup.
4 a.m.
Maybe we shouldn't watch
To
this.
everyone. Changing the display resolution of the TV screen.
Holy shit,
Alright,
dude.
it says 1080p, 16:9. Yes, that's what I want. Alright, after setting up this feature, you'll be able to use the Wii U gamepad to control your TV. Ooh, look at that.
You suck at Zelda, but you beat the first one? The first one's pretty hard.
Not now. No. If you're using a sensor bar, please configure the settings where the sensor bar is placed. Yep, it's right there.
First game's pretty hard if you never played it before. The first Zelda.
Let's not do that now. We'll do it later. I want to just get the thing.
Alright, do it later. And why are you recording this?
The icon, it's like a warning symbol. I don't know if you can see it. See it right there? That icon. It says tap that icon for health and safety information. Who cares?
What's up, Extravagant? My stationary. What's up, man?
Agree.
You think so, Ramon?
Ooh. The console's internet connection will now be set up.
Okay. Like, actually, I don't... This sucks. This is terrible.
And the thing Oh, so...
Alright, this one's the good one. This one's really good because he gets fucking really stupid about this. This one's the good video.
So I just got a fucking error, if you can believe it. I had it trying to connect to the server to
Wii U launch, me setup, and hassle in brackets.
download the patch for the Wii U, the system update, and it says, it timed out. Can't connect to the server. Try again.
Time out.
So what I'm doing here, it's booting up the system initially. And I wanted to see what it looks like as you boot it up initially, and I'm waiting right now because it said add a new user on my
Like, that's the thing. I really, like, my biggest wish right now with the DSP shit is that he streams from his phone doing the PC stuff. Because look at how he is with a literal baby console. And, like, the PS Vita. Look at how fucking stupid he is when it comes to this stuff. I want to see him put together the PC. And like drag files and shit.
I said okay, and it's just sitting
I
here.
really want a stream of that.
We're gonna create a me character.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lucky.
Here, connect with 3DS. Let's see if this will work. Start me maker on the Nintendo 3DS. I don't know if my 3DS is on or what the deal is.
Okay, so he wants to import his Mii that he already has from the 3DS. Sounds simple enough, right? Just you wait.
My stupid PS Vita went flying. Alright. I just entered Mii Maker. I already have my Mii on the 3DS. Okay. Next
yeah,
step.
I figured. That's why you chose
it's like
it.
Send receive in Mii Maker. Send receive.
Okay. Sounds simple, right? That.
Choose to connect to Mii Maker. I'm doing all this right now on my 3DS.
I did play Elden Ring.
Okay. Search for players.
Favorite boss.
Wii U. Aha! It's connecting.
Milena, probably.
I'm gonna send myself.
There you go. He figured it out. Okay.
It's sending my Mii from the 3DS to the Wii U. What? You cannot register this received Mii as a user Mii because it is set to not allow copying. What are you talking about?
Huh?
No, it's not. You fucking stupid thing.
Huh?
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So the feature doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
I never set it to not be able to be copied.
Doesn't that sound like something he would do? He made his little shitty Mii on his 3DS, and then the option that it gives you at the end, where if you want to share it or not, it sounds like he just put "don't share." It's obvious that that's what he did, but somehow he comes out of it thinking it doesn't work. Get that.
Get that garbage out.
There's not even an option. There's not even a fucking option on here to make it to be able to be copied or not able to be copied. It really doesn't exist. I'm looking. It doesn't exist on the fucking Wii U. I mean, on the 3DS.
There's no option.
Oh, what a bunch of complete idiots.
Idiots. We've all made a Mii, right? Everyone here's made a Mii before. There's an option that you get at the end of it where it says, "Are you willing to make this Mii shareable?" That option. The option that you get at the end of it. He just put no. He put "don't share." And somehow that means it doesn't work. Even though it was his own choice.
What?
Huh? What?
Huh?
That's a pretty good what?
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 Huh?
Yeah. The Mii Pass shit, that was great. Street Pass.
Doesn't make any sense. I'm going to very briefly go into my Nintendo 3DS settings, which I'm sure will have nothing whatsoever to do with this.
3DS settings.
And see if there's any way I could set it to share the Mii. Because the Mii's already done. I already have it on my 3DS. I obviously want it to be the same one.
Behind D. Yeah, it's 2 clicks in the Me editor. You have it open right now.
No,
yeah, I know.
Here. I'm gonna try it one more time.
It's such an easy setting to fix.
It's just a feature that doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
What else is new? A feature that just doesn't work.
Yeah, what else is new? DSP not understanding something. What else is new?
What else is I could scan a QR code? I could do that.
Try it.
Let me try that. Because I can turn my Me
Stealth
into a
snort.
QR code. Save me as a QR code. DSP. Save to the SD card. Use another 3DS camera or other image viewing software to view the saved image.
For now?
Scan the QR code. Hell! Wow. So you saw my... Wow. So you saw my hideous face.
He had the chin strap. I fucking hate this look. He's always so greasy. This dude never fucking showered. And look at his facial hair.
Wow. So you saw my hideous face.
When you call
Oops.
Rambo at
That's
3
my
a.m.
foot. This is a nightmare.
This is a nightmare. Look at how much he struggles doing this. What do I do?
The QR code's on this screen here.
I'm so confused as to what just happened.
You're not quite lined up there.
This is fucking stupid.
It's stupid. You gotta get it
This
closer.
is like impossible to do.
It's impossible. Dude, I like, bro, just think about this. Actually he's taking the Wii U gamepad and like trying to use it as a camera instead of taking the smaller 3DS. Take the smaller 3DS and lay the gamepad on your lap and just hold the 3DS up to it. Like, think about the thought process here. What are you doing?
This is fucking stupid. This is like impossible to do.
Why is he doing it this way? Just put the Wii U on your fucking lap, dumbass. Oh, you almost got it. A little bit closer. You gotta line it up a bit better, dude. You're close. You're not quite there.
Come on.
Come on.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Fuck this bullshit. What the fuck? Launch day tech doesn't fucking work. What's the point of this? Oh my god.
This is like a
What a
parody
bunch of
video.
assholes. Oh, fucking stupid bullshit doesn't work. Oh my god.
I don't understand. I don't understand the thought process here. Where he's taking the gamepad and using it as like a camera. Instead of just taking the 3DS. It's smaller. It's easier to... Okay. I don't know. I really don't understand like how his brain works so backwards. You hear that? Dude, he's slamming the 3DS with the stylus. Because he's
Bullshit.
angry.
Give me the same error. It says I can't allow copying. Fuck you.
Pig angry.
Fuck your bullshit. Super Nintendo. Wow, we have all these great lofty ideas that don't fucking work. We never test them to see if they work. What the hell? You have a thing that's supposed to sync with your 3DS and it can't work at all. It doesn't read the QR code and you can't send your Me. What a bunch of fucking idiots. Now I gotta make a fucking Me. I'm already pissed. Why am I pissed already? I just bought the fucking thing and it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Fucking cocksuckers. This is why Nintendo's so fucking...
You want to know why they dumb down games?
Stupid.
This is why. Quite literally, this guy is responsible for that. This guy is one of the reasons why. Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna have a goatee, so. Alright. Trying to see which head looks more like mine. I guess that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's totally that one, of course.
Looking at the different hairstyles.
He's the reason for yellow paint. He needed the 3DS to have yellow paint on it.
I don't see like a slicked back. I guess that kind of looks like a little bit.
Ew.
Can't really find a slick back hair.
He's got the fade. I like your cut, G. You should keep that one.
I don't really have it.
The suede. Can't you just copy the one on your 3DS? I don't know, dude.
Let's go with that for now.
Okay, cool.
Ugh. I just like the generic eyes.
Why didn't he edit this?
Ew, hideous noses.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of like you. Pick that one.
Oh my god, fucking deformed people.
Deformed people, bro. We saw what you looked like just before.
Okay.
Where are you?
Ah!
There you are.
Thank you.
Your nose is bigger than that.
Rotate the head, homie. Make sure it's flat to match.
Thank you, Gracing Poro, for the 2. Yeah, you gotta make your Mii's head flat.
Kinda goes.
The white Mr. T. You know what? That's not what your beard looks like. Who the fuck is this stranger? This is not DSP. Oh boy.
Nickname of DSP. Creator is Phil.
Is he wearing a onesie?
I allowed copying of the me.
Keemstar with hair looking ass.
It's hideous no matter what because he has ugly red pants. Register.
Where's the black shirt?
Alright, I registered my
That
name.
is not you, DSP.
Let's see what they want us to do next.
Yeah, I guess he couldn't figure out that the red pants just means he favorited
Alright,
it.
proceed with setup using the Wii U game
You
pass.
chose to
New users
favorite
been
it.
added when starting the system. Select the
So this
corresponding...
is the setting. Oh no. Settings setup. Okay, it's just how. Okay, we might check this out. We'll check it out.
Plays that user. You can...
I thought he was just gonna look through settings, but it looks like he's having a hard time figuring out controllers and shit. So we'll just
users' ability to
watch
do
it.
things like use and purchase software on websites if you want to. We're going to the menu. Keep in mind, this is the pre-update menu. This is the initial Wii U menu.
How was this more than one part? Dude, this is 32 parts. This is actually 32 videos, and I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating.
Okay.
I'll fucking show you.
Okay, so what you see here on the screen...
37. I was wrong.
The
37. 30. Can you see this? I don't know. 37. There's all these. At least some of these are gameplay. At least, or a lot of them are gameplay. So, that's
the
good.
gamepad, just to show you. On the gamepad, I have the menu. The standard menu that you would see like on the Wii, the old Wii screen. So we've got Game Disc, Mii Maker, System Settings, Netflix, YouTube, Parental Controls, Daily Log, Wii Menu, Hulu Plus, Amazon Instant Video, and Health and Safety Information. And you can actually do this, and now you can see that on the television, as you can see. But now, because that's on the TV, I swear to God, I cannot control with the gamepad.
You
I
could
can't
with
move.
the Pro Controller.
I can't do anything on the gamepad right now. So what's the point of putting it on your TV if you can't control it?
You can, though.
I just slapped my own forehead in disbelief. You can swap the menu to be on your TV, but then you can't control it.
So just swap it back.
Okay, so I guess we're going to switch it back so I can actually move around the fucking menu. Bunch of complete idiots. So we don't have a game in there yet. What happens if you hit Wii menu? System update was required to use this feature, which I have to do. So that's your menu, and I can't move around it. What were they thinking?
It's for the Wii Remotes and the Pro Controller.
I'm sure if I had a Wiimote synced,
there you
maybe
go.
I could use the Wiimote to go around this screen. That's what I'm thinking. I could use the Wiimote to zoom around this screen.
No, really?
And possibly, you know, configure stuff. In fact,
Who would have
let's
thunk?
see if I can get a Wiimote out here. I'm just going to screw up my camera, so bear with me.
Okay.
Alright, I've got a Wiimote in my hand now. Like I said, I'm sure that screwed this. Yep. So, it even has charge. Okay. I need to sync it.
It's a
So
controller. I like the
Unfortunately, take the
Wiimote.
whole fucking stupid
It's
rubber
funny.
body off the dumb thing, so that I can find the sync button, which they hid for some reason on these fucking Wiimotes.
What? They hid the...
Yep. It's on the inside.
Let me hear this again.
Let me... Unfortunately, take the whole fucking stupid rubber body off the dumb thing, so that I can find the sync button, which they hid for some reason on these fucking Wiimotes.
They hid it.
Yep.
They hid the
inside
button.
of the fucking battery cover. That was a smart thing to do. Let's put the sync button inside the battery cover, so if you ever need to sync it, you have to completely disassemble the controller.
Disassemble, bro. It's
That's
a
Nintendo
rubber
engineering.
fucking jacket.
Okay.
It's also little kids,
So we
like
got
grandpas
sync,
and shit.
push
It's
sync
so they
up.
don't accidentally hit the button
Wiimote,
and
push
unsync
sync
it from the
on
console.
The Wii U.
Alright, I don't know. It's not that big a deal, man. It's really not. Look, one of the Wiimotes had it in the back.
Pairing complete.
The battery's dead.
What?
I guess he didn't notice that.
It's not working. It says it was complete, but it didn't work. Maybe the batteries are dead. That's what I'm thinking. Because yeah, it's not staying on. It like blinks and it goes away. This is weird, dude. Let me try it again.
Dude, the batteries are dead. How do you not expect that? Oh my god.
Press the sync button.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it must be the batteries. Let me replace the batteries.
Holy
See if I try
shit,
this again, if it
finally,
works.
Einstein. God damn.
It's probably just enough charge to try.
Took
to
you
sync,
way
but-
too long to figure that out. Took you a minute to figure that out, man.
Here we go. So already,
Make the Steam Deck work as a gamepad with emulators.
features
Really?
that don't work. That's
Oh yeah,
pretty
I've
funny.
seen that.
A menu that you can't manipulate with the gamepad
That's pretty cool.
on your TV, and the inability to share Mii's because for some reason the 3DS defaults a Mii to be non-shareable and you can't edit
It
it.
defaults that, and you
Oh my
can't
God.
edit it. DSP, that was a choice that you made. Are you joking right now?
Here we
What
go.
is this? Gaming quilts of awesome.
What's up, everyone?
What?
Darkside Phil here, and right now you might be saying, what the hell am I looking at? Well, this is pretty cool. As you know,
I've never seen this video.
over the course of 2012, I attended a couple different gaming conventions, and one of the ones that I attended was Too Many Games in right near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, back in I believe it was it was June. That's right, it was June because it was very close to E3. That's right. And while I was there, I actually met
Philadelphia,
someone
2012? Philadelphia?
who does custom quilting, and she was there showing off all her game-related
When was Pandally introduced?
quilts. And I was really impressed. I thought, wow, this is a really neat idea. You know, for people who love video games, for people who love the 8-bit style of art, you could really do a really awesome looking custom quilt. And so I actually grabbed her business card, which incidentally I have here, Quiltoni, okay? And don't worry, we'll give several plugs for her during the video. But
okay, the panda video was before this. Okay.
Grabbed her business card and shot her an email. And I said, you know, I have a couple ideas of some things that maybe I'd like to put on a quilt. You know, being that the winter's coming, well, back then it was still the summer, but I said, you know, for the winter, I have a couple ideas of things that might be neat ideas for quilts. And so we had a dialogue, and we talked about a couple different things. And eventually we settled on a few designs that I wanted.
Where are these today? Do you think he still has these?
One or two for myself, and actually.
How long till this becomes a gimmick?
Yeah, I got one for Panda Lee
Guys,
as well.
if we hit $100, I'll hang up my Mega Man
quilt. What you're looking
quilt.
at right now is the result of our collaboration. Basically, I said I like a Mega Man quilt. But
collaboration is you saying I like a Mega Man quilt, and then they do everything. That's a collaboration somehow.
Sure, what sprites would work, etc. And we actually went online and we're looking at sprites to try to figure out what would be the best option. Now, she makes several different kinds of quilts, several different sizes. I believe this is more the mid-range size.
Yeah, why does he have so much Mega Man
This is not
shit?
the largest that she does, but she also uses different kinds of materials. And this
When's the last time he played a Mega Man game? I'm gonna look that up.
This is the highest quality material that you can get. In fact, as you look, you can see the patterns and things that are in it. It's actually pretty neat.
Mega Man 11?
It's a really neat looking quilt. And so
5 years ago?
He also collaborated on that gaming chair, I guess.
Yeah, the gaming chair collaboration. I love when I collaborate with Walmart. I love collaborating with them. I go to the store and I kind of just take what I want. It's a really good collaboration, really great partnership that I have with Amazon and Walmart and, you know, Steam. When I collaborate with Valve, you know, when I looked at what they had and then I bought it. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was a pretty cool collaboration.
What we did is basically we went online and we found this sprite. Remember this guy? The guy made out of bead art?
On the mini Sega.
Well,
yeah, 5 years ago is the last time he played Mega Man.
He's been on my wall for over a year, and we went online, found that sprite, and said, would it work for a quilt? And yes, it did. And
Wily
so
Wars.
what I wanted to do is show off. I got some cool
4
gaming
years
quilts
ago. Okay.
From Tony. Her name's Tony Smith. And they
Tony
took quite
Smith.
a while to make, I'm not going to lie. So to give everyone an idea, I believe I first started
Cobain
talking
big
to
ups.
her in probably July, I want to say. And over the course of several months, she was been working on these designs because she actually made 3 quilts. Like I said, 2 for me and 1 for Panda Lee. So this was one of the designs that she actually did for me. And just to show
Was
you,
that also a business expense?
the other
one for
side
Panda Lee?
is actually, she has her logo there, which is neat. And it's black. And it's not a super thick quilt. It's not a comforter. This is just something that in the winter, if it's a little chilly, rather than me blasting the heat, I can, you know, maybe lay on the couch with this quilt over me. Now, I have another one as well, and this one's really neat. This one was a collaborative idea between the two of us because
Big ups to Rex.
she had never done this next quilt or this style of quilt before. But I had an idea. It was like she had a picture that was like a concept, and I said, let's do a variation of the concept, and let's see how it turns out.
Damn.
So she actually went and got special materials. She actually put a lot of time and effort into this. So I'm going to put the camera down.
Damn.
I'll actually unfold this quilt and show everyone, because this one is very big. Okay, this is the large size that she makes.
You had like 3 tripods in this apartment. I can see one right here. You couldn't set up a fucking tripod and film yourself showing the quilts? Why did you feel the need to make POV fucking videos?
I think I'll lay it lengthwise. Actually, let me flip it.
Look at this. Like, this is what you get, bro. You had tripods.
For the purposes of the video.
What the fuck is this? Dude, I've never seen anyone else watch this video
if you
ever.
Can take a look, and you probably guess you know what it is by now.
Okay, a Tetris one.
It's a Tetris quilt. And it's got all the famous Tetris pieces. She even did enough detail so that, as you can see, certain pieces, like the T block,
Damn,
is
you
the
suck
same
at
color
Tetris.
as the other T block. But down here you have broken ones because lines have broken off. And so some of these pieces are...
Thank you.
Hey, Redbird for the
He
two.
made his personality video games, pre-LTG era.
Yeah, I don't know. He The thing with DSP is that he really wants to fit in somewhere.
Different colors, which is neat.
So for a while, video games was the thing that he was trying to fit into.
But yeah, she went and got special materials. She got a custom pattern.
First it was like fighting games, then it was video games. Then he wanted to be like a real YouTuber.
There we go. And it's really neat. It looks like someone's playing Tetris, and it's a really large quilt. For say a bed, or like I said, if I'm laying on the couch, that'd be perfect.
Explain what a quilt is for.
I'm very pleased with the products that she made for me. Now she did make a third one. I just want to let everyone know she doesn't only do gaming related stuff. She also does custom stuff. And Panda Lee, my girlfriend, as you know, loves pandas. So she said, gee, can we do anything with pandas? And we actually went through several different ideas.
Has he ever played Tetris? We actually nixed
the idea of a sprite-based panda, and because we couldn't really find any good ones, and we actually went with some panda, square design.
Oh my god, he did play Tetris. Tetris 99? Well, that one doesn't count. I knew he played that. But he played, whatever this is. With his boyfriend.
Okay, hello everyone. Hello on stream and on YouTube. Today we are beginning our training.
Well, you are.
Our intense training. You're not going to try?
I don't do training.
You're not going to try?
Do I look like I do training?
You're not even going to try, John. Come on. You got to at least try.
Look at how much fun he has with his boyfriend. Compared to a panda stream. I mean, a cat stream.
If he actually cared about any friends or love, he could fit in just about anywhere.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, good God, no, with the 5. He had a group of people that he fit in with. He had a place to fit in Connecticut, and he decided to throw that all away and just move across the country.
We're starting our training for SGC's Iron Man of Gaming tournament. Now, this is going to be an event that's going to span 6 separate games and then a mystery game in the finals.
What's the prize?
I think you get a title belt. I think there might be money too.
If there's money, then I'm in.
A Stuttering Craig convention. They actually play this. Cool. Okay. So they did play Tetris. No, not this. Where the fuck were we? We got sidetracked.
Realistic looking pandas.
I gotta go soon anyways.
That she had
I got till 2 o'clock.
Idea for. Actually, what I'll do here, because I unfortunately didn't have the foresight to think of this, but I'll see if I can actually bring up in my email the picture that she sent me of the panda quilt.
Great. The panda quilt.
Made, so that you can have an idea. Here it is. Okay, cool. So this, pardon the focus, it's going to be off.
Whoa.
This is the quilt that she made for Panda Lee. So as you can see, it was 12 different squares, which is really just 3 different designs repeated. Custom material, purple material, which is Panda Lee's favorite color, with almost a floral bamboo pattern on it. All custom done.
Almost 7 p.m. Goddamn.
So she can do other stuff besides just gaming if you're interested. So I'm very pleased. She was a very nice person to interact with. Very pleasant experience. I did specifically tell her to use better materials than the
yeah, he said there's 3 designs. There's only 2.
She can do a lower grade, that's a cheaper quilt. She can do higher grade material that's more expensive. So
what a weird video.
I chose the better grade, so my quilts were a little bit more on the expensive side, but her prices can vary very.
Oh, he linked it. Should I click on this link? I'm afraid. Hold on. Oh, they're still around. No way. They still make quilts. Big ups to quilts. DSP linked them in the chat.
Greatly, depending on the pattern, how much material she needs for it, etc., etc. The size you want. This is also a big quilt, like my Tetris quilt.
Make a DSP quilt.
The smaller Mega Man quilt. So I had a great time working with her. I wanted to give her a shout out and show off her product here. Quiltoni, again, is her business. Tony Smith is her name. You can see it at quiltoni.com. On Etsy, she has a site there. Quiltoni.deviantart.com. On Facebook, it's Quiltoni, and also at Quiltoni. On Twitter, and once again, her email address too.
What a weird video.
netny@yahoo.com. So I just wanted to give a shout out.
It's just a weird, shill video.
Thank you, Tony, for the quilts. They are awesome. And I really like the quality of your work, and I wanted to give you a shout out. So anyone,
I guess this is why nobody watched it. It's just a weird shill video. Okay, how about we move on from the Wii U and we watch last video of the stream? Oh, I really wanted to watch this one. Sadly, I don't have time. Let's watch him fuck up his controller with all of his grease.
DSP tries it.
What's going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here with another installment of DSP Tries It. And today what we're going to do is talk about a controller that I actually used over the course of the hardcore gaming season of 2012, meaning roughly probably mid to late September.
Probably none.
Probably early to mid-December, okay? So we're talking about a
Why did he
3-month
say
period when I was
probably when I
nonstop.
said
I was
it?
playing
What the fuck?
video games for YouTube. And
When is
unfortunately,
this?
unlike some other
January. So he had this controller for like a month.
things like products that I try out, a game controller is a little different simply because you really do need to use it over time in order to get a fair assessment of the quality of the controller. You know, if I just open this up out of the box brand new, oh, the buttons feel good, but I didn't have hands-on experience, it kind of doesn't mean anything. So I wanted to actually wait out a certain amount of time before I did a DSP Tries It video for this controller because I wanted to give you a fair assessment of
Why
it.
does he have 6 remotes? I don't know, dude.
Okay. Now, as you can see, this is the Razer Onza
Razer
Tournament
Onza.
Edition controller for the Xbox 360. And it features actually a couple cool functional things that other controllers don't have. It actually has a extra long cord, which you're going to see when we actually open this sucker up. In fact, I'm trying to see right here. It's 15 feet, a 15-foot long cord. It's got some different style buttons than what's on a standard Xbox controller. It's actually got a different D-pad. On the shoulders, it actually has double shoulder buttons. I'm going to show you all this and show you how it actually works. It also has adjustable tightness on your thumbsticks.
weird.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy out of the box. I'm going to show you
This
the
guy?
features, and then I'm going to show you, well, probably
See, there it
show
is again. He says this guy out of the
you
box.
and explain to you what I just
Because his dad probably said
Covered
that,
about
and so he just mimics
this
it.
control-
But it sounds weird coming from him.
Now this controller you can get at any retail store. I've seen it at GameStop. I've seen it at Best Buy. I actually bought this one at Best Buy. And the retail price is $39.99. Okay, so $40 for a wired controller. It is wired. Okay, so I'm taking it out of the packaging here just so everyone knows what I'm doing.
Tripod right here, but he can't use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so the first thing I want to show you about this controller. The cable. This by far is the longest cable I've ever seen for a wired controller. 15 flippin' feet. And the controller
Rex.
actually is made of that
You
nylon
remembered.
material, so you don't have to worry about, oops, it got cut, or, you know, your dog comes and nibbles on it a little bit and the thing falls
Nibbles.
apart. This is the durable material. And also what you don't have to worry about is by folding up the cord like this, the cord's not going to get damaged. A lot of other controllers that don't have the nylon stuff
15 feet of input lag.
cord, the cord actually eventually cracks and
He
breaks
rose,
after,
froze.
you know, folding it up like this. This cord is not going to do that, okay? It also
boy.
features the standard breakaway failsafe for the Xbox 360, and what I mean by that is, on Xbox 360 controllers, they actually have this feature where if you accidentally pull on it too much, it disconnects, rather than pulling the entire cable out of your
Whoa.
console and therefore possibly yanking your console across the floor and or off a shelf and damaging it, okay? So the controller itself, and I know people are going to already having questions looking at this.
Yeah, look at this
from
shit.
something that's apparent, but we're going to talk about that in a
Look at how his grease fucking shredded this.
little bit. The controller itself has a nice design. It's sleek.
The
It actually is
acid
made of that
grease.
coating. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's not like a standard Xbox 360 controller. Let me show you what I mean. Standard Xbox 360 controller is just plain plastic. It can get greasy after using it for
Greasy.
extended periods of time. This controller has a coating on it that is a special coating that's like an anti-stick coating. Now, it's not perfect. If you are playing it for extended periods of time, you probably will still have, you know, a little bit of sweaty greasiness to it. But it is a nice feature. It has this nice Razer design on the front. You got your start and your back buttons. Your D-pad is actually 4 triangular shaped buttons, as you can see there. Okay. Your face buttons are actually, I have to say, probably the best feature that I
Dude,
like
why
about
is
this
he
controller
yelling right
were
now?
the face buttons. Because take a listen. You hear that? It's a very small button, it's flat, and it's a very easy click.
It sounds like a button.
And so in a game where you have to tap the button really fast multiple times, you could do it really well. Compare that to a standard Xbox 360 controller, the button is actually
Bruh.
thicker,
Bruh.
it's a deeper
Bruh.
push.
Like, bruh.
It needs more of a push to actually
If you're gonna compare the buttons, how about you push it the same way instead of plunking your fucking fingers
doesn't need
on
as
it?
much effort. So the face
What are you
buttons,
doing?
a vast improvement over the standard Xbox
Like, this is so dumb. This is an infomercial. This is actually an infomercial.
controller were the face buttons. Because take a listen. You hear that?
This is like, oh, this is our product. Do you see how fast it goes? Look how slow this one is. He plunks his
Xbox
fucking
360
finger.
controller.
What is wrong with you? Who
Compared to a
does
standard
this?
Xbox 360 controller,
Like
The
what?
button is actually thicker.
What?
It's a deeper push. It needs more of a push to actually function. This doesn't need as much effort. So the face button.
Shouldn't you also tap it really fast so we can see what it sounds like?
360 controller.
I don't know,
opinion.
dude.
The thumbsticks are made of a special kind of rubber and or plastic. I'm not exactly sure what it's made of.
You gonna watch
okay?
him? No, I'll redirect to Tevin
But
for the live stuff. I got shit to do
different from
today.
the standard Xbox 360 controller, which is just a standard hard gray rubber. It's more of a softer
I guess I'm going a
rubber,
little
and I think what it
overtime,
is, they wanted
actually.
you to have ease of use using your thumbstick. And again, speaking of that, the thumbstick, as you can see with the
Not
regular
clocking
Xbox
out
360
yet.
controller, wide circulation. And this one, not as wide. So it's actually more responsive to your inputs. In addition, these thumbsticks actually have, I'll show you, an adjustment. If I turn it,
This one is also falling
it's already
apart.
turned all the way. Here we go. You can actually loosen or tighten the thumbstick. So by turning it right, I'm actually loosening the thumbstick, and it makes it actually easier or harder to move. And some people like a little bit more precision control. You're going to want a little bit harder of a resistance on your thumbstick. And both thumbsticks have that feature.
Harder
okay?
of a resistance.
Turn it back now. So now let's look at the back of the controller, because this is interesting. The back of the controller, I'm sorry, 'cause I'm trying to focus in here. There we go. Features a couple cool things. First of all, just to show you the buttons, 2 shoulder buttons, not one. I know they call them bumpers or whatever. 2 of them plus a trigger. Now you might be saying, oh, does that mean you get an extra button? Well, I'm
Kill deer. Why is it rotting?
going to explain in a second. The answer is actually no. But 2 shoulder buttons
It's because of his grease.
and a trigger.
He'll explain it in a little bit.
That's much different,
We'll get
as
to
you
it.
can see, than
But
triggers on the standard
spoiler,
Xbox
he greased on it too hard.
360 controller. The standard controller is just a trigger, okay, a rounded trigger. This actually has an extended finger rest. See that? So for precision aiming and precision firing, it's a
What?
little bit more quick on the job than the standard Xbox 360 controller due to the
How
design
does that
of
make it
those.
quicker?
And then the final feature that I want to discuss
I
with
don't
you
know.
is the back here. It's
It's an
actually
infomercial.
programmable. Remember I showed you up here these buttons? There's 2 shoulder buttons. That's because one of these on each side is actually programmable. Now you might be saying to yourself, "Oh, that's great. You can program in commands. This thing has a memory
Wow.
to it." No,
You
that's
can
not
cheat.
the case.
Oh.
I remember back in the 1990s, they used to sell controllers where you could like program in the Hadouken for Street Fighter, and it would just do a special move when you press the button. That's not the case here. You might be saying, "Oh, that's great. Well, what if there's a game that I'm
Like
playing
modern
where,
controls.
maybe it's a beat 'em up, and if you have to press X and A to do a special attack together, can you do that?" And the answer there is no, you can't do that. And I was a little taken aback when I bought the controller
What the
because I
fuck is
actually
the
thought
point of
that's
it?
what it was, and that's not what it is. Let me explain. What it basically is that you can make these shoulder buttons do the same thing as any other button on the controller.
Oh, I see.
So you can make that be a trigger, you can make that be a face button, you can
It's
make
like
that
if
be
you
the
wanna
start
jump
or
with
back
R1.
buttons. But you cannot make it be more than one button together. It's just basically a mimic of another button. So
A mimic.
if for whatever reason you don't like using your face
Like
buttons,
me.
you can use this.
3.
Maybe there's a game where there's a face button that would be better used if you mapped it to a shoulder button. Maybe you were a person that hates the triggers, okay? Some people hate the triggers.
I hate his
Maybe you'd like to
finger
have
on
2
screen.
shoulder buttons. You can do that. You can have one be a shoulder button and one be a trigger, okay? So that functionality is there, but I was a little disappointed because I thought it was going to be like a programmable controller. I want it to be X and Y together. Nope, you can't do that. You can only do
So you bought this in the hopes that you could
one
cheat?
button at a time.
Like in
okay?
Street Fighter.
So let me give you my honest opinion on
Let
the
me give
controller
ya-
and my experience with it. The first month that I had the controller,
first
it was
month-
probably about September to October, I loved it.
What?
Like I said,
He said he got
face
it in
buttons,
December.
Some of the most reactive face buttons I've ever played on any controller. They're really good face buttons. The D-pad, I mean, if you're using it for a first-person shooter or something like that, it's not bad. If you're going to
You
try to
hate
use this
this
D-pad for a
video.
fighting game, you probably wouldn't be able to because they've completely changed the design. Since it's 4 completely separate triangular-shaped buttons, it's hard to roll your finger across them to try to do something like a Shoryuken or a Hadouken. Imagine trying to do a spinning pile driver with Zangief on this thing. You'd never be able to do it.
I mean, it looks
okay?
like you're doing it though, but okay.
The triggers, the shoulder buttons, they're fine. They're
They're
fine.
fine.
They're just as responsive as any other controller. But the thing that I started to notice after about a
Here we
month and a
go.
half of using
Here we
this
go.
controller was that all of a sudden, sometimes in games, my guy would start to walk by himself.
Oh.
And I said, what's going on? I would literally not be touching the controller, and on screen my character would start walking. And what I came to find out is this adjustment feature that they have on these thumbsticks actually apparently is faulty, because after you use it for a couple months, the thumbsticks actually become stuck in certain directions. They don't ever return properly to neutral. So
oh no.
After only about a month and a half to 2 months, I discovered that this was a problem. This is a major problem, okay? You need your thumbstick to be able to snap back to neutral. It's unacceptable. But then, in addition to that, take a look at what happened after a few months of use.
Yeah,
and I'll
he took a bite out of it.
To show you what I
he
mean.
was hungry.
Do you see what happened to the rubber?
The rubber?
The rubber that they used for this controller for the thumbsticks literally absorbs your sweat and your oils of your thumbs, and after a few months it actually becomes soft. Okay, look, you can even see my thumbnail. It's coming apart.
Holy fuck,
it becomes
bro.
porous, meaning there holes appear in it.
Porous.
And it actually starts to fart. It becomes porous, meaning there holes appear in it, and it actually starts to fall apart. And this thumbstick, of course, this is the thumbstick you use the most because you use it for motion in every game. Literally, the thing fell off. Look at that. It's destroyed.
He literally acided all over this fucking thing.
And there's no way to fix
Big
that.
ups
Not only is there no way to
Yosuke,
fix it, there's no way to replace it. These aren't replaceable. So, for a controller, that's a $40 one.
This fucking voice, too. Holy shit.
Controller.
For a controller, the thing that shreds,
the box is a tournament edition.
Dude, it's so annoying.
This is a controller that you would take to
this is the whiny voice. Why is he whining so much?
Tournaments
like,
with
stop.
you. You constantly be using it. If you're a tournament player, it means you play more than normal people. This controller is a miserable failure. It's got critical design flaws. Thumbsticks that don't return to neutral after just a few months.
It's not acid proof.
That absorbs the grease and sweat from your body and falls apart after a few months. Rubber that absorbs the grease and sweat from your body and falls apart after a few months. And a D-pad that you can't really use for motion. It's just for single button inputs. So 3
Did anyone else ever have the Razer Onza?
critical flaws.
Does it actually disintegrate?
In this controller, and I'm very.
Or must you have pig grease fingered
I loved it
hands?
after the first month. I was kind of a little bit getting pissed off after that second month when it started walking on its own. And then after these thumbsticks started falling apart, I hate this controller. This is a controller for a casual player.
Casual players. It's not for pigs. It's not made for pigs. It's meant for humans.
This controller. This is a controller.
It's not pig grease immune.
For a casual player. This is for someone who's not going to be playing games every day. Because it's obvious if you actually do use it to play games every day, the damn thing falls apart. So I don't know what Razer was thinking. I'll be honest, I have a lot of Razer products. I've actually got under my table here, there's a Razer gaming keyboard.
Dude, this
Over
voice.
on my computer, I've got a Razer gaming mouse. I own Razer products, and I was very
I hate
disappointed.
this voice. Thank you, Nerd Brew, for the
Grug
2.
Smash controller. Game make Grug mad.
Shit, I wish I had like a... Oh. Grug mad. I smash controller. I grease controller till it disintegrate.
Pointed to find that now that they're delving into the console market, that this controller sucks ass.
Sucks ass.
So I'm sorry, Razer.
That's the angry nerd
I've got to
right
be
there.
honest. I'm gonna, give a score based off of my
Oh
personal
no,
experiences.
Razer's in
Your
shambles
controller
right
was
now.
great while it worked.
Razer's literally shaking. He has to be honest.
So I'm sorry, Razer. I've got to be honest. I'm gonna, give a score based off of my personal.
Changed Lolo with the mouth drooler super sticker.
Mouth drooling fucking retard. I shouldn't have said that.
Big ups, changed Lolo.
Experiences. Your controller was great while it worked, but it only worked for about 2 months before I started having major malfunctions, and then the thing fell apart on me.
Your brain's a major
So unfortunately,
malfunction.
on a DSP Tries is on a 1 to 5 basis. I have to give the Razer Onza controller a 1 out of 5 stars. It's
Damn.
great for when you have it, and then it starts falling apart, and it's a hot mess basically. And that's unfortunate. The only reason it gets the 1 star is because when it's new out of the box for about a month and a half,
Incorrect Beans,
you're
you're
gonna get
right.
a great experience.
This is the voice he used when his mom didn't buy him the
So if
Wolverine
you're the kind of
toy.
person that doesn't game all the time, maybe you only game an hour to a day, a couple
sorry,
days a
Philip.
week, this might be a controller you're interested in because it's not going to wear out. But for everyone else who actually does game, you know, pretty decently, I can't recommend the controller. I think that they fucked up with the design, and I don't know what happened here, but it's a miserable failure. And just to give you
Hey,
some
Fun Young.
perspective, okay?
Okay, what's the
And
perspective?
I don't know if I actually have it out here,
All right.
but I want to give you some perspective on this. I actually own, I still have, my original Xbox 360 controller.
Wow.
From when I got my original Xbox 360 100 years ago. There it is. And I want to show you something.
Wait, why did you buy another
Sure,
one
the
then?
thumbstick is worn. You can obviously
Nice.
see that my thumb is going against it a lot. There's no bump here where
Also, this was a budget controller, by the way. I think this thing cost $30
there used to be a bump. But it's
or
still
$25
fucking
or
in one
something.
piece. Like, what?
Not this one. The thing he's reviewing. It was a budget controller. It's cheaper than a normal controller.
How did they design?
So he's already wearing down like a normal Xbox official
I
controller.
managed to design a thumbstick
It's like fucking green and gray mixture.
made of a kind of rubber that falls
So no shit, a budget controller is gonna be cheaper.
apart. You know what that really tells me?
What does it tell you?
Whoever designed the Razer Onza Xbox 360 controller never thoroughly tested it.
Nice.
All they did is they had a new one that they gave to some people to use. The
They
new
didn't
people
test
played
on
on the
pigs.
new one, and they never had an extended product test for a few months. Anyone with a brain would know that if you use this for a few months, look, the rubber's falling apart in my finger. It's pathetic.
It's like I said earlier, I don't know about you guys, but I never once have greased all over a controller like that. Like, I've had controllers for years. I don't know, maybe my hands just don't get that sweaty, but dude, this dude is like shedding grease like a cat. Like a cat sheds fur.
So,
Except
Razer
it's all on
Onza,
the
a
controller.
big disappointment. I want to
Disappointment.
let everyone know because on the onset, the controller actually works and looks great, and this is kind of like a cautionary tale for anyone. You know, I'm glad that I'm making this review because I hope this helps people to know. Don't buy this controller. This controller only works for people who don't play a lot. If you play a lot, it's gonna fall apart, and that's not fair for a controller that's
Yeah,
called
dude, Lugo's sweaty hands would
a
help
tournament
Phil.
edition controller.
You should
that's
watch that
supposed to
video.
be used a lot. That this happens to it. Okay. All right. So that's it for this episode of DSP Tries It. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back.
Yeah, it must
hopefully
be a
soon,
casual,
reviewing another
yeah.
product and or food item and or who knows what. I actually have a
Great.
couple things up my sleeve.
I just think it's so funny that he actually disintegrates the controller, man. That's great. That's super great.
Like, she's too sick to play video games. and
Here's
sit
Tevin,
next
by
to
the
him.
way.
But she's not too sick to literally make fucking burritos. She's not too sick.
So, hey, that was the stream. Thank you guys for everything. I'm gonna redirect you here, so please don't go anywhere. So just don't worry. I'm gonna redirect you. I just want to say thank you for the super chats, the likes, just watching, chatting. You guys are great.
I bet you.
Big ups, guys. I'm gonna send you over to watch Tevin watch DSP play Elden
I
Ring,
probably hate DSP as much as everybody else.
and it'll
do.
be great.
But she lived with him and she married to him.
So big ups, Tevin. Here you guys go. Enjoy. Thank you guys. Big ups, big ups. I love you all.
I am Gothic.
Remember, guys, I'm Gothic.
I am World of Warcraft. I am Tekken 3.
I'm him.
Thank you guys. Big ups.
Fall Gout.
Young out.
Love ya.
Stream.